Gary will look at Kendra and just say, "What do you mean there's a god outside? I'm right here."
Oh God.
Jesus Christ. Do
Sorry,
you really
Jerry,
believe
you're
you
not
know
God,
how
you're
much I
legendary.
am now?
Jerry, you are perturbed by the fact that Kendra looks at you, hears this, and ignores your goading unlike she normally does, and just starts shaking a little bit.
I am not perturbed by your shaking at all. That is something that Jerry believes everyone should be doing.
I care not about your shaking.
Jerry, you're legendary. You're not God yet. You're on your way, but you're legendary, Jerry, not godlike.
Yep. Jerry shouts down the tunnel, "Godhood will be mine!" and then runs off into the fucking darkness.
Jesus H. Christ.
Well.
Well, Jerry has split the party on his own.
Okay.
Kendra will grab Tazzle's shoulders.
Please don't go out there.
A little bit into his face, kind of wide-eyed.
Uh-oh.
Still shaky, still pale. And basically just tell him, you must be very careful in this place. We must tread very carefully and treat this place with as much respect as possible.
I love that Kendra is very much trying to relay that this is no bueno. And then he's like, are we going to kiss?
Yeah, like, what the fuck? Oh, Chloe.
So Kendra's having a moment of existential dread.
I'm sorry, I missed that? What?
And the boys just aren't like relaying the same level of fucking fear. I don't know if that was in character.
My moment.
I don't know if that was in character, Tazzle, but that was fantastic.
It was. He says
Hey,
that.
Taz, what'd you say? I missed that.
Hunter, go ahead. What would you say?
I said it was that. I don't know if that was in character or not, but that was fantastic.
Oh, it was in character. That's exactly what happened.
I love that. That's what you said. You leaned into like, don't. We must be very careful. He's like, are we about to kiss?
Jerry's rubbing off.
Jesus Christ. Jerry, I thought you ran off. Are you also rubbing off? What are you?
I'm rubbing off as I run.
That is
like the only reason she'd be this pale is probably for this moment.
I almost want an athletics check from you for that. But you know,
I will do that. Give me a half a second. Let me re-up my athletics. Make sure I'm not gonna fuck it
that
up.
almost makes it canon, so I almost don't want to gratify.
Just giggling about godhood as
Oh my god!
I am giggling about godhood as I run into the darkness, furiously masturbating.
Oh god!
There was the sound. There was just the sounds of tap 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 tap.
Just going down the cave.
So, let's see. I'm gonna roll. That was a shitty perception roll. My base perception's higher. Do I see any caves or paths that could be taken in our immediate vicinity to continue to climb or get shelter?
Well, with your passive perception, that is better than a 9. There's a pretty clear opening to some winding tunnel here, though it is partially obstructed by a large snowscape. It is the only opening in the mountainside for as far as you can see right now in the light snow.
I'll point this out to the group. Blanket question: do you want to get out of the snow and wait till morning? Take a long rest, or do we want to continue to try to climb the mountain? How are you guys feeling?
I mean, my man is gone. I don't know if that matters to anybody, but I don't remember why, but it's not here.
Your what is going on?
Because you were hammering on abilities during the fight.
Oh yeah, survival mode, because I'm a bird Pokemon and
Right.
fucking ice.
And there was ice everywhere, yeah.
And rocks. By the way, if none of you realized, that's what I'm in.
This is a bad time to be a Tazzle.
This is not my environment at all.
At that, you're complaining. Kendra will send Firebolt over to you.
This feels like a take shelter kind of moment. I vote that we go explore the cave, or at least try to rest at it if it looks safe.
Fucking caves, dude.
But it will never stop snowing. This is literally the top of Mount Cornet, so it will never stop.
It might not stop snowing, but it can at least be daylight.
It is daylight.
Either.
It's actually evening time.
What is evening?
Daylight is also killing me. Here you go.
I feel like we should progress a little bit more.
I don't want to explore.
I feel like we should progress.
Dazzle, you're the tiebreaker.
I have no mana. I am out of mana.
I am having a bad time.
I have a macro that says
Add
OOM
that.
and it's spamming across the
Tazzle
screen.
at that. Firebolt will just go. as being like, I got you, bro.
It's terrible.
I'm having a bad time.
It's not feeling good. Yeah. Alright, I guess we can find a cave, and if you want to rest in a cave. I mean, you're all damaged too, but yeah.
I was gonna say that's kind of what I'm thinking is re-up our health and mana.
Nobody's having a good time.
But everything out here can one-shot me. So yeah, let's do that. My full health doesn't matter. Just when it's my mana. That's
Are you guys just gonna go to the entrance of this cave here?
That was a plan.
Okay.
Is that where the creatures came out of?
I'm just gonna trek ahead a little bit, see if I can map out a safe way to go, and then back.
This is a wonderfully terrible idea.
Light the way, please.
When the DM says not to split the party, and you split the party.
Yeah. Wait, are we doing that?
That's what Kennedy is going to do now.
What? I thought we were all going in the cave.
Kennedy has decided that she will scout ahead.
Oh.
I try and go stealth for this.
You certainly can. So the two of you are going to take shelter in the cave. Is that the understanding that I'm arriving at here?
Yep. At least for me.
Okay. It is very dark in this cave. There's no source of man-made or natural light in here. You'll have to produce some manner of seeing of your own volition, save for what your dark vision will allow. You can tell with the limited amount of light creaking in through the entrance to this little structure that you can tell is it is not so much a large open expanse or a winding downward system. It's more of a tunnel. And it does twist and turn and otherwise bend and elevate. But it is a tunnel. It is not a winding and gapish cave system. With the two of you in there together, I don't know if Firebolt's with you or not. It's a good question.
Yes, Firebolt will go with Tazzle.
You left Firebolt. Oh, good. So Kennedy doesn't have Pokemon either. Fantastic.
No, I have Pokemon. They just know I'll be in deep shit if I take someone else out.
So, Firebolt is at least allowing you to see your immediate surroundings. The cave or tunnel or whatever opening you wish to call it is wide enough to set up a small camp near the entrance. Good. If that is your desire.
That is my desire. Tesla, how are you feeling about that?
Sure. Sounds good.
Okay.
Oh.
I think that would be nice, actually.
Okay. So you guys are going to go through the processes of setting up your tents and maybe making a small little fire or something for the sake of not freezing over the night.
The word of firebolt will just go.
I love it.
Firebolt can fly as much as he wants if there's nothing to light on fire. Kendra, you have rolled a 15 for your stealth check as you futz off into the grass. Where are you headed exactly?
Down here because I saw this earlier.
Okay. As you progress through the grass, seeing divots in the snow that haven't yet filled in where the different creatures were hidden earlier, you find this small carved staircase, certainly not kempt in a while, but much more walkable than the surrounding cliffs. It leads you to a footpath which traces the edge of the mountain for quite a while.
Okay, keep going.
Maybe halfway down this here footpath, say right here, you see that there are rocks, almost you could say shaped for climbing. Certainly easier to climb than the surrounding cliff faces, though you still need to be careful as they are perhaps icy and not all that gentle. But they make the climb in this area more possible than it would be just to scale the random cliff face. The path that you're on continues for another little while, and maybe just off the edge of it, maybe slightly obscured by the snow, you see what looks to be a gap or a doorway-sized opening in the cliff face.
I'm gonna pull on these stones.
Okay.
Check to see how sturdy they are.
Other than being slightly slippery, either from powdery snow accumulation or on some of them a bit of ice, they are very well connected to the rock face around them.
Okay, sweet. I'll keep that in mind. I'm gonna continue down. Shimmy.
As the path begins to come to an end, you can see where it starts dropping off down the mountain and is no longer a kempt or very walkable path. You're reassured that once again there is in fact a slightly snow-capped cave entrance right there.
Shimmy. Get to the edge and I'll just like peer inside.
Okay. Even though the darkness inside and outside are beginning to equalize as the last of the daylight fades away, it is still difficult to see much and see very deep into this opening. All you can really tell, outside of the very minimal geometry that you can make out and the contrast available, is that the slope of this entrance is something of an upward grain. This again is not just a big open space inside the mountain, but is more of a carved tunnel, which takes a fairly aggressive 30 to 40 degree incline upward.
This and catalog this information back.
All right, Kendra. As you are out in the dark on your own, can you roll me a d20? Fantastic. Okay. Let's see where that lands you. Before I open my Pokemon sheet. Oops. Let me go over here. My random encounter sheet. That lands you solidly in safety, actually. Very good. Okay. So you hear the sounds of nighttime Pokemon, various howls and whistles, snow shifting under moving weight. Nothing seems to directly accost you, whether it is because of your careful movement or lack of interest.
Well, continue to sneak from the cliffs and get back to that cave.
All right, while you're headed back to the boys, then Tazo, we rotate over to you, sir. You and Jerry have finished setting up your campsite in this little tunnel. You can hear the wind, chilly and full of shards of what you would consider vicious crystals blowing outside the door. Every once in a while, a little gust of powdered snow makes its way into the entrance. Firebolt is providing the majority of the light right now, although it seems at this point you guys would have started at least somewhat of a small, maybe brush fire, what you could dig up. Could at least provide some warmth to this stone cave. What is Tazzle thinking at the moment? It's been a hard day for you.
I'm wondering why the fuck he's even here. What am I putting myself at risk again for? I should probably bring someone out. Nickelback is technically fainted. Probably gonna be mainly thinking about long-term plans most of this time. Hold on, Chloe.
Long-term.
I think that was the one. Yeah, the fire. Okay, yeah, because that.
Did she die last time?
No, Nickelback did.
Okay.
Nickelback got wrecked.
And then he evolved in our training thing, but he's wrecked.
Yeah, the what's it called? The chronology of that was a little fucked up.
Yeah.
He evolved from getting wrecked.
Dude.
Exactly.
He Magikarped.
He Magikarped, yes. Alright. Then, before we get Kendra to come back from her scouting mission, Jerry, having set up your camp in this little tunnel as you suggested to everybody, any big ideas floating around in that head? Anything you're looking to do before settling in for the night?
I can't think of anything. I don't have any materials to really start working on any projects.
We can search for some.
That is fair.
I was gonna say, I actually I will roll perception to see if there's anything in the area, any ores or metals.
Perception, I think, is going to give you anything sitting in the surface of the cave. If you would like to look for evidence of particularly useful material that generally wouldn't just be sitting on the floor, there are probably more domain-specific skill checks we could make here.
Nickelback would be awfully useful right now.
I don't have Nickelback. But I am a steel type, so I'm going to use Arcana to see if I can't sense any metals around.
Yes.
That is fascinating. That is an ability that a lot of steel types do have, so this will be interesting to see how you do here.
Is effective.
Cool.
With a 19. Okay. That is actually an ability that Jerry specifically has not utilized very often. But he does have. Jerry, the Mount Cornet, you feel just a whisper deep in this mountain away from where you are right now, is abundant with all manner of ore type. As high as you are on these hills right now, the rarity is pretty high, or pretty sparse, I should say. There isn't a lot to be found here. But if you're willing to do a little bit of digging, you could find perhaps some heightened iron, raw pig iron node.
I was just thinking, we're in a tunnel, and it does go down, and I do have a lit wick.
That drains your energy and soul.
So if you were willing to do, not the person who owns it, just everybody else around.
The lit wick does? I didn't know that.
Yes, their flame works on not standard fuel. Hence the ghost type. Okay.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'll spend a little bit of time before. No, I won't. I'm gonna make a sketchy move here. I'm gonna pull out Steve.
All right, Steve, my friend, my man. Where's Steve?
I'm pulling. I had to reload.
Oh, I see.
I mean, worst comes worst, Tinder can has flame body, or I think it's flame body, the one that gives off light too. So if that needs,
Yeah, Tinder gives off
yeah,
a little bit of light.
it's like a 10-foot or 15-foot radius.
Basil, if you would like to accompany me down, I can put Steve away. We can use Tinder, but I'm going to see if this tunnel starts to dip at all.
Okay. Depending on how far you're going, maybe we can like do an eye chain and go like a certain distance, so in case something happens at the mouth of the cave, firebolt or something, we have 2 lights that we could have as the beginning and end.
Right. So, I completely agree.
So you guys are going to keep yourself spaced out such that you light up as much of the zone as possible.
Yeah, and if need to move back,
Indeed.
see somewhere to go. And I'll be
Perfect.
Can I see in the dark, or have a little bit of darkish vision, or no?
Better dark vision than everybody else here, but only to a certain range.
Okay, so yeah, I'll be good in the middle then.
So, Jerry, being the little dwarf he is, will start to carefully ebb his way down the tunnel.
Fantastic. And then there's Kennedy in the background who's going to show up and be like, where the fuck did they go?
Weapons.
All right.
We're making weapons.
Progress in a formation which allows the highest possible visibility.
We're just like
Fireball.
last time we went into the spooky cave. Hazard died.
Yes.
There's something to be said about that.
The last time we went into this mountain, I became possessed.
So,
Jerry
Jerry
dies,
and
and one
Tazro.
day we'll replace him.
Jerry and Tazzle, you guys progress into the tunnel. As you walk for a little while and the wind and cold of the outside begins to break, you find the temperature stabilizes. Still cold, still not comfortable. You still want a jacket on, but not as frigid as it was outside.
Well, not too bad, but it is like a thing. Yep, okay, fuck.
Alright.
Let's go. Piracy and adventure awaits.
Tazzle, if you wish to leave this choice up to the die, then the die have decided you're going with him.
With a unfortunate sigh.
You can take control of your character and say no if you want to say no, but if you're leaving it up to the die have decided that you are going.
Yes, we can go, but we're gonna wait for Kendra on this one.
She's not gonna go.
You're waiting for Kendra, damn it!
Also, she doesn't know where we are, so there's that.
I mean, Fireball can point vaguely in the direction of the tunnel.
Oh yeah, he's still waiting at the end. At the
At
beginning.
this point, you guys are out of sight of Firebolt, for what it's worth.
Fireball's just sitting alone at the cave mouth, just pointing down into the depths.
This
This makes sense.
With that said, are we headed downward on our own, or are we going to listen to Dogs and wait for Miss Kendra?
God.
Or perhaps we go exploring the cave in the morning after a rest. What is the preferred?
Oh yeah, we still haven't had the rest yet. I have no mana.
I was gonna say, Tazzle, do we want to just plunk our butts down right here and go for the long rest?
Not right here.
It's warmer here.
Yeah, all
Well,
your
it's
camping
warmer.
supplies for a long rest are at the cave mouth. You'd have to go back and get them.
You want to go back, grab them, and bring them in?
We could do that if it seems safe enough along this so far.
I mean, so far
We
it
might
seems
not get
alright,
as
and
much,
it's
yeah, we might not get as much cold gusts.
Oh.
Right.
a little bit more sheltered, little toastier.
Let's do it. All right.
Sounds like a
You
plan.
guys are going to get your camping supplies and then come back in here? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Less exposed, I guess.
All right, Kendra. You make it back to where you last saw the boys, the entrance to the previous cave. Shivering a bit from lack thereof additional heat. What?
Kendra's getting burrito.
Jesus Christ.
Kendra is away at the moment.
A +4.
Yeah.
It's a terrible time for Kendra to be getting a burrito.
No, I can hear. Continue.
Oh, she plugged in.
I want a burrito. Send me one.
I'll send you one. It's okay. I'll take a photo and send it to you.
What do you got, a microwave burrito over here? All right.
Sounds good. Do it.
No. We're making
You got proper burrito.
proper burrito.
We love proper burrito. Fantastic. So, Kendra, as I was to say, you have arrived back at the mouth of the cave that you left the boys in. As you crest through the last little bit of grass, I will have Kendra make a perception check before she enters the cave.
Okay, that I can do. No ghosts.
Shame. Kendra, you don't get a very good look at something out of the corner of your eye draws your attention. You don't get a very good look at it, but
I instantly halt.
there's
Fuck off!
there's a shadow over
Wait,
the top.
I'm
of
in
the mountain.
stealth still.
I didn't
Did they
say it
track
saw
me?
you. I didn't say it saw you. I said you see something high up in the mountain, just in a very brief break in the snow. You spot a figure. And you can tell from the distance away it is that this is something quite large. And it fills you with a sense of both familiarity, but also dread.
I will hunker down into the tall grass, but I'll look at it and keep staring at it.
There is a harsh, shrill cry.
Do I put two and two together that it's the tall, gangly Sneasel?
You're not. Because it is not. I'm going to allow you one more check. See if you can spot it.
We recognize
Yeah,
the sound, right? Ooh,
that's
yeah,
right.
that's me. Let's go.
You don't recognize the sound, but again, there is a sense of familiarity and then intense, deep-seated fear. A shrill, bird-like cry as you spot just the briefest moment where you can get a look at this figure. And there's this enormous blue bird. There's one farther cry and a flash of snow as it soars back up to the peak, and you lose sight of it.
Son of a bitch! My favorite birdie from Gen 1. Actually, the only fucking ice flying in the game other than fucking Delibird. Fuck Fucking Delibird doesn't do anything.
Hey, you have access to fusions. You have as many ice flying types as you want.
That's true. I don't even have any ice. I have no fusions.
That is fair.
I have no ice Pokemon. This is where I should catch one. Ultra Ball. Go.
Kendra, you are now seemingly safe from whatever that threat was. But you're filled with this uncomfortable feeling. You can't quite put words to it.
Okay. Hunter, going to the guys. Because Kendra's gonna literally be armor crawling her way back.
All right, Kendra is going to be very slowly making her way back. Well, to be fair, the timing alignment here is such that the boys are headed back from their cave venture. So even if you're speed crawling, you two will interact with one another, we'll say. But we'll say, Tazzle and Jerry, as you guys have made your way back to camp, and you are in the process of, I think you said you were going to pack up and move deeper into the cave system. As you guys are watching a somewhat upset Firebolt kind of kick stones as he's mad that he got left behind, you guys are picking up your campsites. Kendra, like down low on the ground, crawling through the snow, comes in through the doorway, and Firebolt immediately cocks his head to the side, kind of like, what the fuck?
Moment, where have you been?
Why are you crawling? Where have you been? Kendra, you see the boys packing up, almost done packing up their camp, actually.
So, I won't need a perception roll from either of you, because this will be plain as day. But both of you will look at Kendra, and she is white as a sheet. And if you look in her eyes, you see for the first time in a long time blatant terror and fear.
You
Like we have seen
very
Kendra afraid
much
before.
overestimate our observation skills.
Jerry's perception.
Jerry doesn't give a fuck. He's not paying attention. You've overestimated how much I'm paying attention to you. But yes, Kendra is looking worse for wear. She's white as the snow around her. Do with that information as the two of you will.
Not so rosy.
Jerry's just gonna say, "Hey, we set up camp. Come this way."
Well, you don't look as
She will
heated.
go
rosy as
behind
normal.
you and kind of push you all further deeper into the...
That's where we're going anyway. Okay.
Hey, what's the matter? You know these things are scary to me. What's going on? You don't look as
Explain yourself.
heated and rosy as usual.
Would you like to explain yourself?
What are you freaking out about?
Kendra will turn to Tazzle, visibly shaking, and just... Tazzle, you just hear a whisper of her... There's a god outside.
There's a god
Does it
outside.
fly?
Excuse the fuck out of you!
What? There's a
Jerry's going
god?
to hear this. Oh
I'm
yeah.
gonna run out and perceive. Perceive nothing I can really see.
I will block the entrance.
She's going to try to stop you from doing that.
I'm not trying to look.
Tazzle,
around.
how willing are you to fight her? How willing are you to fight her for the right to get outside?
I'm gonna do the thing where you're like ignoring them, but you're still trying to look. Like you're slightly pushing, but not
Trying
like
to fuck
shoving.
her
You're
outside.
like, what?
Mm-mm-mm.
Tazzle, she will full on hug you around the middle. Oh, okay. Are you doing a strength check?
No, that was perception.
I mean,
That's
That's
not
a
my
perception
strength.
check.
I have
no,
plus 11.
Tazzle's got really good perception, no.
That's Auntie
Tazzle-
Dimitrescu's strength.
Yeah. Tazzle, you can't see anything super exciting from where you're at. It's just lots of snow and sadness.
If you want to know what my strength is, just take away one of the ones and you got it.
Jerry will look at Kendra and just say, "What do you mean there's a god outside? I'm right here."
Oh God.
Jesus Christ. Do
Sorry,
you really
Jerry,
believe
you're
you know
not
how
God, you're
much I
legendary.
am now?
Jerry, you are perturbed by the fact that Kendra looks at you, hears this, and ignores your goading unlike she normally does, and just starts shaking a little bit.
I am not perturbed by your shaking at all. That is something that Jerry believes everyone should be doing.
Jerry,
I care not about the shaking.
Jerry, you're legendary. You're not God yet. You're on your way. But you're legendary, Jerry, not godlike.
Jerry shouts down the tunnel, "Godhood will be mine!" and then runs off into the fucking darkness.
Jesus H. Christ.
Well. Oh.
Well, Jerry has split the party on his own.
Okay.
Andra will grab Tazel's shoulders.
Please don't go out there.
A little bit into his face, kind of wide-eyed.
Uh-oh.
Still shaky, still pale. And basically just tell him, you must be very careful in this place. We must tread very carefully and treat this place with as much respect as possible.
I love that Kendra is very much trying to relay that this is no bueno, and then he's like, "Are we gonna kiss?"
Yeah, like what the fuck? Oh, Chloe.
So Kendra's having a moment of existential.
I'm sorry, I missed that. What?
And the boys just aren't like relaying the same level of fucking fear. I don't know if that was in character.
Exactly.
I don't know if that was in character, Tazzle, but that was fantastic.
It was. He says
Hey,
that.
Taz, what'd you say? I missed that.
Hunter, go ahead. What would you say?
I said it was that. I don't know if that was in character or not, but that was fantastic.
Oh, it was in character. That's exactly what happened.
I love that. That's what you said. You leaned into like, don't. We must be very careful. He's like, are we about to kiss?
Jerry's rubbing off.
Jesus Christ. Jerry, I thought you ran off. Are you also rubbing off? What are you?
I'm rubbing off as I run.
That is
like the only reason she'd be this pale is probably for this moment.
I almost want an athletics check from you for that. But you know,
I will do that. Give me a half a second. let me re-up my athletics. Make sure I'm not gonna fuck it
that
up.
Almost makes it canon, so I almost don't want to gratify.
Just giggling about godhood as
Oh my god!
I am giggling about godhood as I run into the darkness, furiously masturbating.
Oh my god!
There was the sound. There was just the sounds of tap 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 tap.
Just going down the cave. Oh my god! This is phenomenal.
As that sound disappears into the darkness, not to be thought about by anyone with a sane mind. Kendra is having a hard time of things, Tazzle. Jokes aside, in your moments you try and lighten the mood, she is not doing well with whatever she's just seen. Though you can't seem to identify what it is that she is upset about as you look outside.
He's just gonna respond and be like, "Well, look around where we are. These places are not friendly to me, so I'm on board with that idea. I was already there."
Where ahead of you?
Do you want to attempt to give him a description of what it is as we go down the cave to follow Jerry's fapping sounds?
What's the bargaining phase here?
Basil, as you ask for a description,
do a performance check.
Kendra's face goes blank, and you can see she visibly tries to talk about it, and she can't. And it's not like. How do I say this? It's not like she's stuttering and scared. Too scared to talk about it. It looks like she's physically straining. But cannot.
Well, careful. We don't have a change of clothes.
Shut up!
Cool.
Kendra sighs. And she's like, hello? You're my best friend. And let's be honest, the closest thing I've ever had to family in a very long time.
Oh dear.
I want to tell you, but I can't.
Oh.
Oh,
Hello. Not happening. Okay.
Smallest creep of disappointment across Tazzle's face.
I want to, but I physically cannot.
I mentally cannot. I don't know what's happening. But okay, take your time.
With all of these things happening subsequently, Tazzle, it doesn't look like you're going to get any answers out of Kendra about what the fuck is going on outside.
Okay, I'm very curious of what this is. Let's get you, of all people, nervous. I mean, you said it's
That
a god,
never
right?
happened.
Yeah, that never happens. You said it's a god? Is it a Pokemon? Is it... Does it look like any of my Pokemon? Or yours?
You see Kendra trying to move her head, but when she tries to, you see her eyes kind of fog over a little bit, and then she comes to and she's like, I can't answer.
Oh god. She's possessed.
It's a bad time for Kendra right now. Meanwhile, the sound of tap tap tapping down the stone hallway has gotten far enough away that you guys can focus again.
Wait. Are they still within earshot of a yell?
It's a cave. There's an echo.
The echo of one.
You're at the cave. A very
Don't do it.
very gentle moan will echo.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Man. You better hurry up before that's over.
Fucking do this.
Because if we lose them, we might not see him ever again.
Gonna be some slippery and wet down this hallway. But tread with care.
I don't think he has anybody with light as he ran down this hallway.
He has his candle.
Oh,
He's carrying his little liquid.
Oh, that's right.
Tazzle, you just see Firebolt slowly turn his head back to us. Just being like, no. I don't want to go down. Mom, don't make me.
Jerry's not stuck here. Jerry's not stuck in here with the monsters. The monsters are stuck in here with Jerry.
I love the thought that Firebolt's sense of hearing is good enough that he's just been listening to this the entire way down, like not by choice. Like, he's just looking back at you like, why?
Firebolt's like, I can smell that shit from here.
Oh God.
Okay.
Jerry's unwashed.
Moving on from that fucking statement, as I don't want to think about that myself or gratify it.
Poor Firebolt.
Mr. Rory, you've arrived back at the crossroad. Now, entirely, how do I want to say? Satisfied.
Jerry is? What are you saying?
Never.
But you are far from the rest of your party at this point.
Jerry will take a deep breath, rub himself off with like the nearest piece of.
You
like,
just rubbed yourself off. You don't need to do it again.
He starts again. He's like, I got ready to do, motherfuckers.
And we're back.
No, that's not what's happening.
Everybody!
God damn it. Dry himself off. That's probably the better term. Anyway, pants are going on. And after this, Jerry will face the concrete wall. Sorry, not concrete, the stone wall. Drop to his knees. And send a prayer up to Dialga.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
okay.
Better.
Please make this everlasting.
You make a very, shall we say, standard set of prayers to your God.
You didn't say the speech.
No, I have to go make another one. I haven't remember.
He doesn't have to make up a speech for everyone. The roll determines the efficacy of the prayer, but the speech is just a bonus. You've let out a fairly solid prayer. You've managed to at least get one done today before you retire for the night, which that's some browning points. That's a necessary evil.
Yeah. Now I'm all tuckered out, and I sort of walk circles, just sort of patting down the earth as I'm walking the circles before I lay down in the dirt.
Please don't lay down in your.
And
Moving on.
oh man. Okay.
Just playing it safe.
Okay.
What did I just miss? What happened?
Well, I made a reference to Jerry making dog-like activities, walking in circles before, laying down. And Tazzle mentioned something very different.
Okay, moving on. The other two of you, Kendra and Tazzle, who are now isolated, as it were, from whatever the fapping man was. Have you thought to follow Kendra, your compatriot, into the tunnel?
Say, Hunter, you've cut out, sir.
Excuse me? I said what I had to say. I said, Kendra, do you have the wherewithal to follow Mr. Jerry down the tunnel alongside your compatriot?
Cut off. You did not say that.
Oh, that's fantastic. I must have had some internet error. Moving on.
But yes, I will slowly move down the tunnel.
Slowly but carefully, I tracked his footsteps. Okay. So Kendra is going to start walking forward with Firebolt Tazzle. I'm assuming you intend to go with her and catch up to your third wheel.
Yes.
Fantastic. It is now the dead of night. As you progress deeper into the mountain. I'm going to change this. Nah, that's not it.
It's a Pokemon Center.
Nah, that's not it. Whatever.
Yeah, you go. Save room music. Exactly what we need.
You guys are deep into this hillside at this point as you see dim purple light just up ahead, seeming to get brighter and dimmer and brighter and dimmer. As,
What did you do?
What is that? Why was that slightly cool?
It was a little bit of both. How the hell did that happen?
I don't know what happened.
Throw on some headphones because I can hear the echo still.
Jesus.
Weird.
Jesus Christ. All right, well, hopefully that doesn't happen again. Point being, you guys get down to the point where you start to see the little purple candle light. You're confused as to why the brightness of this light is just oscillating until you get close enough to see the tiny little man holding the candle in his hands, having almost carved a noticeable circle into the stone, walking in circles waiting for you. Jerry, you're broken out of your trance as two new additional light sources join you at the crossroads.
Hello, friends. Shall we pray?
Jerry, you offer a prayer to a god that is answered by no one.
Oh, Jesus, y'all are fucking heretics then. Just souls be damned, apparently. And Jerry will just lay the fuck down.
Kendra will squint at you. Glare at you, I should say. And say, I only serve one god, and it is not yours.
Heresy!
It's her
And I'll turn my back to her.
I don't say that. Maybe I do. In my head. Alex.
That's the only like pseudo atheist here. You met a god at lunch. How are you still an atheist? Listen.
Let me tell you.
Let me tell you something, brother.
Yeah, you got it.
As you are now all joined again deep into this little cave system. Kendra, this is your first time being here. As you see that there is a path once again leading gradually upward and another that saunters gently downward. And the boys both seem familiar with this particular spot. I'll leave it up to whoever wants to steer the group at this point, upwards or downwards. Or do we rest here?
I was gonna say, Jerry will flip over and just say, I feel like it's time to sleep before we make any more decisions.
Alrighty. Sounds good.
Yeah, we'll camp here. Set up. I'm just gonna go at least 30 feet, both up and down. Just to make sure that there's no one else camping close by.
Jerry, you were thinking very clearly right now. Before you were just head first running down this cave.
Yeah. I'm psychotic. God loves me like that. It's a chosen trait.
Kendra will tap you on top of the top hat.
Jerry will whimper.
Ow! You caught me!
Not the right whimper, but I'll take it.
It's like kicking down.
It sounds about right. All right. What am I doing? What am I saying? I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
I don't think any of us
I have corrupted the party.
do. Where are we? What's happening?
I've lost my entire train of thought at this point. You guys are sitting at the crossroads, deciding which way to go. Kendra has decided that she's going to take a small jaunt down either side. Kendra, which way do you start with?
Look,
Um,
Kendra, remember last time we were in a cave like this and there was an up or down? You went right down the slide. So what do you want to do this time?
That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago, and it's stuck in my memory like it was yesterday.
again, that was the last time we were in the mountain and I got possessed.
Yes, and I had to make the decision to let you go by yourself or join you and leave the other two to do whatever they do.
And yet you came across the river of lava to save me.
Yes, with no Pokemon, by the way. If anyone remembers, no Pokemon, by the way.
Riding Mjolnir. And leading him like a carrot on a stick.
Yes, pre-mana, by the way, once again. No magic, just me. Yep.
It was a miracle. He did that.
Magic.
It was a miracle he survived that bullshit.
Yeah, all my Pokemon were
Jerry,
faded.
you're hearing all of this. Anything to say?
Jerry's deliberately giving zero fucks.
Jerry sleep.
Jerry's trying to sleep.
You didn't even set your camp up. You're just laying on the stone.
Yeah.
In the circle that I've trod into the stone. Yeah, I've worked really hard on that little indent.
Do you guys remember the Atlantis movie from Disney? Where that I think it was Mole, that literally just had a tent over his crotch? Or was
Yes.
that the Dynamite guy?
Yes, that was.
That's how I imagine Jerry sets up his tent.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's
I'll go up.
fantastic.
I gotta watch that again. It's been so freaking long.
You're gonna go up first.
You need me
Okay.
to stealth.
Sounds good.
Let me see
I'm
here.
getting my medals.
Wait, we're going now? Aren't we camping here?
No, Kendra was gonna scout a couple feet ahead on the other side before deciding to settle down.
Stay here.
Kendra.
I'll step, just in case.
Okay. I was gonna ask for one anyway. So thank you. Let's see.
My favorite number. 21.
21.
She should say 12. Let's roll this in the open, shall we? Why not? I expect 21 to be enough unless this man really has it out for you. He does
Excuse
not.
you?
All right, Kendra. You're going to spot as you start heading up probably an extra 30, 40 feet. It's pretty far up the path ahead of you. There is a ball of ice that doesn't seem to match its surroundings.
Oh no.
God, keep that shit away from me.
Oh no.
Baby, come back.
I'll roll a perception check.
Okay.
Oh.
You look a little closer and you can see that this ball of ice is not actually touching the ground. And above it
Oh
are two
no.
Oh shit.
horn-shaped protrusions.
Oh shit, I forgot I was level 9. I have a plus 13 to my, or no, plus 12 to my perception now.
Oh, fantastic.
No, it's 13.
Haley, I'm
because
scared.
I went up proficiency. Yeah, okay. And expert. Fuck yeah. Damn.
Sorry, I just spoke you up.
So I've been passive perception of 23 now.
So, Kendra, what do you want to do with the fact that you have spotted something hanging out
Oh god.
a fair ways up the incline?
Oh,
I don't know. what
back
it, I mean,
away slowly.
I might have an idea, but I don't know. I have an ultra ball.
I know exactly what this is. Because I'm a nerd.
The Pokemon Master.
I'm scared.
I should just hit it with a flamethrower.
No. Because I know what this is and I don't want to die. I'm gonna back away slowly.
Dazzle's gonna be like, "Are you okay up there?" Hello.
Just gonna keep going. Just gonna keep going
Is
downwards.
she frozen in fear right now?
I think she was backing. Last time I heard her, could actually hear her speaking. She was backing her way slowly and carefully back down the incline.
I will,
Correct.
Kennedy, is that correct?
I will creep my way
Yes.
back up, and hopefully I can scare her on the way up. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh, fucking blast
Are you
the
going
bitch.
to try to spook her?
I will unintentionally. He's gonna go up trying to assist.
Tazzle,
He doesn't attack.
make a stealth check. See if you end up sneaking up on her.
Oh god, I'm about to ruin everything for all of us, and I'm about
He's
to
gonna get face booped from this, like smack.
take double damage.
You broke my nose. Ah!
12. Yeah.
All right,
You need me to roll
Kennedy,
perception.
what's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 13.
Ah, okay. So you hear Tazzle coming. He's not intentionally sneaking up on you.
Hey, what are you doing?
So you do get pretty close to her before she realizes that you're now right behind her.
I will literally
As-
grab your shoulder, spin you around, and force you back down the hallway.
Nope. So now Kendra's applying a lot of
I was
force
gonna
to you.
say that's literally what I'm
Not-
just whispering as I'm going down. No.
Let's not go up there.
Is there something ice? I agree. Let's leave.
I'm gonna text to you what I think it is.
Okay, looks good. Yeah, drink.
I'm not going to confirm for you whether you know what it
You
is.
know damn well I know what it is.
I'm not telling you shit. With that said,
Make me have your wife come after you.
We don't condone domestic abuse, child.
domestic abuse, excuse you?
Oh, we're back to this.
fuck did I miss?
Did they not eat?
Don't worry about it.
My lady was threatening you with your lady as the weapon.
Excuse you. You have no power here. That said, Jerry, you haven't been in the conversation for a moment as you watch a rather upset Kendra in a sort of willing, I guess, if nothing else, not actively fighting her, Tazzle being dragged back down into the camp. Nope.
Jerry will scold them and just say, "Go the fuck to sleep."
As she says, as she goes back down, she's like describing the creature to Tazzle, and what she's gonna basically say, there's a giant fucking floating ball of ice with horns. Don't go up there.
Ball of ice with horns?
What in the fuck?
Exactly. Alright, you said ice.
Jerry. Jerry.
Peace.
My friend, my myth, my legend. What's your passive perception, sir?
I think it's a 12.
A 12? Okay. Jerry, you're going to feel sort of a bit of cold chill on like the back of one of your calves. And you feel something tap you.
Jerry looks down.
You see this little cone head rat.
Jerry will sigh and just say, "I guess we're not getting any fucking sleep tonight, are we?" And then Jerry will grab Steve and proceed down the lower path into the depths.
The little creature hobbles after you. Run.
God.
Jerry will look down and say,
I was gonna go back to sleep. Stay here.
Jerry will look at the little guy and say, "Oh, do you want to come with?" And he'll offer a place on his shoulder for the little guy.
He puts up these itty bitty little arms, reaches up, run.
Jerry picks him up and plops him on the shoulder.
Run.
No.
Run we go. And into the depths we go.
Oh god. Jerry, you guys, whoever's paying attention will just watch. You guys are just gonna watch Jerry abduct this little pyramid creature and then start walking into the darkness.
God. Oops, see you later.
Hunter, do I recognize this creature from Alex?
No,
I thought he had one.
he did not.
I don't remember him having. No, he had that other thing. That fucking poison thing or the fucking.
He had a Weavile.
Oh,
He had a Weavile, yes.
Yeah.
The only Pokemon you've seen him use is his Weavile.
That's right. The other guy had the poison thing. Your other enemy there.
So we just watched Jerry go down?
You guys watched Jerry go down. He walked off without you, carrying a little pyramid creature.
Dude.
Right.
Oh, no.
That is luck galore.
We're gonna die.
I don't know what I'm carrying. That's the best part.
I'll tell you, that thing looks goofy as fuck.
That's the
but
problem.
it's-
You just abducted a child!
That thing looks goofy as fuck now, but its evolved forms look so fucking cool.
I'm just gonna have a fucking heart attack. All the shit he's had to do with the dude.
Andrew doesn't actually know how bad that was, for what it's worth, but she knows that Jerry just picked up a random creature he found
else is
and
right?
walked away.
You hear that? What you just did is bad. The DM confirmed.
I don't care. I did it anyway. It fits my character.
Jerry also would have no reason to believe that what he just did was bad. The little creature came up to him and said, "Hi."
How
So, all right, let's do
Exactly.
this.
Okay, one classic
I like to think that Jerry had a moment of clarity, and he's like, "Oh my god, a lost child."
Here, this is
Because the
Jerry.
only thing Jerry isn't is a pedophile.
Oh my god.
But that remains to be seen.
Oh,
This
God.
is Jerry, dear. It doesn't fit his character to connect those dots. I play the character, not good decisions.
Chloe.
There's a fantastic plot thread
Where are you barking?
that could happen here, but I'm waiting to find out.
Please no.
Why are you barking at me, not Mama? Why are you always barking at me?
Jerry, you're just going to march off without them, despite not knowing what is below or the dangers thereof?
As sleep will not find us at this rate. Yes.
Dude, you could have just gone to sleep.
To the depths I go. Hi ho, hi ho.
Okay. So be it then.
Can we please make Jerry one of the 7 dwarves? Except he's one of 8. They just
I mean,
him.
it's not
They make that
entirely impossible.
What are you doing writing Jerry's backlog? You have your own character.
I know.
Focus on their character.
His backlog. Stay away from my backstory.
He has some weird, strange cousins.
Me? Yes.
Okay. Are you guys going to try and catch up to Jerry? What's the plan?
Me.
Starting with Kendra, I suppose.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah, I guess you can do that.
still with Jerry. I don't like the fact he's got fired, but whatever.
Okay. So you try to follow after the little purple light quickly fading into the darkness. Every once in a while you hear back.
IRL, I'm shitting bricks right now. This is scary.
Jerry, we are back. We're in business. Jerry is no longer with the little child. Inquisitor at him at your own peril. Is anybody going to ask Jerry about the child?
Kendra is just gonna oddly look at Jerry very carefully. Be like, what did you do with a child?
How did you know there was a child? Did you let the child touch me?
Kendra's just gonna sideways lean into Tazo and be like, I knew he was a pedophile.
Did you let the child touch me?
I got a slight feeling back at
The child-
haunted hotel. I mean, the haunted
God.
mansion. Haunted hotel, same thing.
Well, the child was cold, so I put it in a Pokeball. Hopefully it'll stay warm.
Man.
Okay.
I had a strange feeling.
Now, in other news,
Why does everyone seem so
because
worried about
this
that?
child... Yeah, I don't get that either.
Hunter, how far did we go down the tunnel? We're down.
I'm guessing a couple 100 feet at the pace you guys are moving.
Okay, that's fine. I guess we'll stop and turn around.
Are we gonna go sleep?
Yes, I told you. I just wanted to do scouting.
Well, the scouting led me to being touched, so I blame you.
Would you rather have been touched while you were awake, or have him touched you while you were asleep?
I would have.
Hunter, you're not helping!
I would have preferred to have not been touched. I've been defiled by a child.
I'm sure the child
I mean, you were
is gonna be
always
defiled by
destined. You were always destined to be defiled. The question was just how.
You don't wear pants.
Jerry
It's
will
an
be.
invitation at this point.
I'm picturing after this remark, the camera zooms out to Jerry, and he's just looking like Gimli trying to put on the chainmail, just sort of almost T-posing, like, yes, I do. And it's just evident I'm not wearing pants.
My shirt's long enough, it counts. It's a one piece.
One Piece.
Anyway, let's head on up to take a long rest then.
Long rest it is. We're not heading up. We're gonna stay right the fuck here. I think.
Oh, okay.
I think so. Unless the plan is to go back to the crossroads.
Why did you block us off in a long tunnel?
Are you gonna go back to the crossroads?
Yes.
Seems a silly idea.
Yeah, let's stay right here. Let's stay right here, away from the thing that you found. That seems like the better idea.
So
Doesn't
you want
seem
us
like
to
a
be
great
blocked off?
idea.
DM hints.
And it's not DM hints, it's DM misleading. Or is it?
I'm falling asleep here, and Jerry falls over. Beard would tingle.
Anyway, what was I doing?
What did you say? What the fuck did you just say?
The fuck did you just say to me, you little bitch?
What kind of rude things you
Something
say?
about what?
I can't
No. You don't get to breeze over that shit. What did you just say?
Right, come on, circle back, tell the class.
I cannot wait to hear this.
Go on, Teddy, tell the class.
I'm dating a sociopath, I think.
Oh.
I do share. We'll wait right here until we're ready.
Please tell me. I am now nervous.
He felt a tingling in his beard, and I said, so did the child.
Oh. Oh.
No. Oh, no. No.
Oh my god.
Did you say Jerry's the chaotic one?
Oh, no.
Side note,
What the
she's
fuck is wrong with you?
she has a chaotic backup character for D&D that she would let people use.
Are you saying this because you expect Hunter to just kill her off now?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just saying that we shit on Jerry all the time. I'm sitting next to someone who could play someone way worse than Jerry.
There are issues that I have with the statements that are being made, but we're going to move on from that now. Hello, everybody. Okay. Sleepy time.
Oh god.
God damn it.
You asked!
You said
You wanted me to repeat it! You only
There's some,
had
there is some,
here's a dose of accountability, dear. You should probably take it.
there's some accusations floating around that I don't think you're going to be beaten, but we're going to move on.
Appropriate thing to do when we're having this discussion here. Oh, sweat. God damn it.
Alrighty then. As we spend our nights dreaming about whether or not fish are wet.
It's your friends, not food.
It's our
damn
friend. What was I gonna do? I was gonna lose my shit about something. Long rest time. Everybody can take the effects of a long rest.
One last time? The fuck does that mean?
Yeah, I'm afraid.
That is a little concerning, Hunter.
I'm not gonna pretend I don't just say out of pocket shit sometimes just to keep you guessing.
Fair.
Do we still bond with Pokemon?
If you would like to.
I fucking hope so, because I just got a new at level 9 I just got a new one. And I hope those
I was gonna
bonds
say-
work.
If you would like to, you would just need to specify who you would like to bond with.
Because Hunter and I will have to have a conversation on what that's changing to at some point.
I mean, for now, you can bond with 2 Pokemon, so you can give temp HP to 2 Pokemon instead of 1, which is something.
Yeah. I just remember we were talking a long time ago about changing one of them because it was kind of like,
Not being used in our current campaign, yeah.
yeah.
The
I don't
next
remember which one
one.
it was though. It might have been the last one.
It's the next one. So go ahead and specify to me who you would like to bond with if you so choose to bond with.
I'd like my main Pokemon this over
What was I gonna do? I forgot.
Okay. Bonding time. So it's gonna be
Bonding.
Say it like that.
Tinder will be here, and what's the other one?
Everybody bond when you hear me, 'cause every time we touch it, we
Frog after
I thought we were doing a thing.
What are you seeing?
Every time we touch, okay.
Yeah.
We only 2 singers there that did not join in.
I started the movement.
You didn't finish it now,
Why did you join?
There's no synchronicity here.
How the fuck did I had Nickelback.
One last time, we're bonding with you before we move on. I'll go around the table. Jerry, who are you going to spend the night with? Didn't Asmodeus get wiggity wrecked? That's right.
I think it was Cerberus, actually.
Oh, Cerberus that got wrecked? Fantastic.
Well, he's not dead. He's asleep.
No, he's unconscious, which is, same thing for now. Asmodeus is going to pop out, crack the stone underneath of him with his big fat ass, and look at you like, what is that?
Shit, Asmodeus, I haven't seen him in a year and a half.
In a moment.
He's looking at you like, what's up, motherfucker?
I feel like Asmodeus would smoke weed.
It's his little flower. He lights the tip of it.
Yeah.
I have very mixed feelings on that.
Jerry trained him.
Seed of the poppy, isn't that also like the foundation for opiates? Oh,
Poppy.
Oh boy.
My job.
Okay, you don't need to go that far with it, Jesus.
Little man's a crackhead, and that's the start of this.
Yeah, to start after having to do all of your shit.
Ah, yes. This little guy, that's who it was.
All right. Moving on.
Tinder and head first.
You're bonding with Asmodeus. You're going to acquire 10 temporary HP on Asmodeus for being your partner, Pokemon Kendra. Who are you going to spend the night with? Other than your lonely little right hand. Moving on.
With one of my Pokemons, I'm gonna say it that way. Firebolt, please.
Firebolt it is. You and Firebolt. Spend the night reminiscing on the day. 10 temporary HP to the man by the morning. And Tazo, you have the option for 2, thanks to your unique heritage. You've chosen Tinder and Head First.
Yeah.
Okay. Both of these guys are going to acquire 5 temporary HP, as you do not have the deepest bond required with either of them yet.
That's true. Okay.
They will be fully healed, and then 5 additional temp HP.
43.
With all of that said and done, when all is said and done, this is fun, this is fun, when all is said. I have so many fun things that I can do. Alright, you guys have decided who you're bonding with. The night passes, long rest, acquired, take all of the effects, including mana restorations and player character heals. And we will awaken tomorrow morning, ready to go on a cold, perilous trip. Jerry and Kendra may be worth to just drag out a new token, or you can restore your HP as you please.
Thank you.
What are you going to do? So I want to do it for you. If you're also going to do something, because I want to double up.
Already did it.
You done it. You done it yourself. All right, then. Awaking in the morning, starting with Joe. Asmodeus is standing over you like a statue, his glowing eyes just looking dead into your beady little eyes. He's been standing there for an unknown amount of time. Just looking over you.
Jerry will sit up, caress his face, and boop him with a Pokeball. And
You have a
then
very uncomfortable relationship with your Pokemon.
I'm playing this character exactly how I meant to. This is wonderful. I'm not doing the same with Asmodeus, though. It's really hard to pull away from the uncalled for motives. So, Jerry will awaken.
Awaken,
And,
awaken. Take the path that must be taken.
if you say
That
so.
was so good.
Bravo.
It was good. It was also motivating me, so Jerry's gonna fuck off down the path.
All right.
Oh, wait. Jerry's gonna fuck off down the path whilst casting an Arcana check for steel. Or sorry, not steel, for metal. For metal. Using his steel ability.
Oh, scanning for ore is what you're trying to say.
Yes, I'm
Through all of that. Okay. While scanning for ore, you piss off down the hallway. Kendra, you're the next to wake up, and you can hear Jerry, having already just packed up his crotch tent, tapping on the wall as he starts off down the
I made that.
tunnel.
Oh my god.
Engineer, sorry.
Wait. No, never mind. That's too far. Yeah, continue.
Wait. It's true.
So it's just my turn?
You pretty much. We're just waiting to hear how you want to react to the fact that you hear Jerry start off down the hall on his own, tapping on the wall every once in a while.
Rise.
I'll just turn over to a groggy Tazzle and just be like, can we not fucking leave him here?
I know, I thought about it.
Hey, Jerry, starting with you, and then let's have Kendra and Tazzle do this as well, actually. I need everybody to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, for
Oh,
fuck's sake.
no.
I mean, I will, but I did roll a nat 20 for the metal. Have I found any metal?
We'll get to that.
Oh, okay.
We'll get to that. It'll take some time.
Sorry, I was being impatient.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Oh my
Almost
god.
Okay. Well, all three of you are immediately frozen in place and inflicted with the fear condition as there's this rolling bellow that echoes through the tunnels.
Shit. Alright. Oh man.
I told you not to take the child!
Oh, you didn't. You didn't tell Jerry.
You didn't tell Jerry, that's true.
You gotta play in character, dear.
But I did not get up to you in time.
So, after a couple of moments recovering from this, Kendra, you can tell that it came originally from the incline path.
Oh, angry snowball. On a scale of 1 to 10, my friends were fucked. Fun.
Oh no. Keep it away from me.
So, are you two going to just fuck off down the tunnel after Jerry, or what's the plan?
I will literally grab Tazzles. Hoist him to his feet. And book it.
Let's go. Head first, come on.
Let's giggity get the fuck out of here!
Tinder's like riding on Headfirst's head. Standing on top of him.
All right, well, that's it. Headfirst is not. Tinder is riding him. Okay, Tinder. You can't have two Pokemon out at once anyway, unless you're bonding with them. Remember, that's we're in active danger. But Tinder will have slept on top of Headfirst's head overnight. Which one of them would you like to keep with you?
We have Firebolt for light, so I guess I can stay with. I'll do head first.
All right, Tinder gets evaporated off of Headfirst's horns, and then all of you are going to take off down the hall. Okay.
See Firebolt sprinting ahead, going, no.
Fireball doesn't know what's going on. He's just very scared because you're scared. It's like the dog energy. Like, we're supposed to be scared? We're scared? Okay, I'm scared.
Run away! Alright, let's see what can I do.
Okay, there is not much time before you catch up with Jerry, because he's not like, he hasn't, at least you haven't said, Joe, you're booking it. These two are booking it after you.
No, I'm like licking the stone walls and stuff, tapping them with like a spoon.
Jerry, right about as you can hear them beginning to catch up with you, you tap on the wall and you can feel, just sense that there is this rich iron vein just on the other side of this wall.
Jerry,
It's as if there is a hollow expanse right here, and there is a very lucrative iron vein to be had.
Jerry will shiver with pleasure and bring out Asmodeus to break down the wall.
The two of you, as you catch up, you watch Asmodeus hit the floor and immediately punch the wall with all the force of a ground type, causing a small cave in. And there is this little open space, like an extra, shall we say, room on the side wall.
Like an extra room.
Mm-hmm. And to your interest, Jerry, as you look in there, you can see the walls of this place are rich with this rusty red.
Jerry will walk up next to Asmodeus and just say, "Azzy, my boy," and put a hand on his shoulder and just sort of look at him and say, "You know what to do."
Just call
And
him
Asmodeus,
Azzy.
I did. Yeah. Asmodeus and Jerry will just start whacking for all they're worth at the iron deposits, trying to rip them out the wall and collect them.
Okay. As these guys head into this side tunnel and start chipping away at the walls, the two of you who are still in the hallways, you feel a cold chill coming down the tunnel, followed by a second scream. This time deeper and more broken.
Oh no.
Oh, fuck.
You guys want to get into the room with Jerry? Do you guys want to run down the hallway? What do you want to do?
Kendra will slide to a stop in front of the new made doorway, and she will cry out, "Azzy!" to get his attention.
You've stopped in front of the door and cried out. I did not hear what you cried out, but you cried something to get his attention.
He said, "Asmo!"
Asmo, very uncomfortably for your sake, he continues to bash at the wall and turns his head all the way around to look at you.
I'll look dead in this rock golem's eyes and say, "Jerry's in trouble! A lot, let's go!"
You watch his head continue to rotate now 270 degrees to look at Jerry frantically banging on the wall with a little metal bang. And he turns to look back at you.
So great.
I'm gonna make a persuasion check.
Against who?
Jerry, against your animal handling.
Hey, 20.
Damn.
Okay.
Well played.
Jerry, Asmodeus stops banging on the wall and he reaches over and kind of grabs your arm and just kind of gives you a couple tugs. And you watch as he points at Kendra.
Yuri will look at her, go down on all fours and scuttle like the Conjuring over to her foot and rise in front of her. And you say, "What?"
What? I love
Kendra's gonna hold out her arm and begrudgingly be like, I'll never let you do it again. Please. Listen for once. Big ice ball's coming. We gotta go.
Okay, how much iron do we have?
That's closer, Bellow. You can tell this thing is close. It must be at the crossroads now.
You hear this?
Yeah. Hunter, how much iron do we have?
I'm offering my arm for you to
Couple
latch on because you're a lighter.
iron-infused rocks. This would be raw ore. Asmodeus has a big handful, and you probably have whatever you were able to break off the wall with your pick.
Okay.
You know what? Let's make this easy for everybody and say you have harvested 1 ingot's worth of raw ore.
Okay, one iron ingot's worth. I can potentially do something with that.
Still raw at this point, but an ingot's worth.
Right. Let me just put that in my inventory. 1 ingot's of iron ore, and we're off. Jerry will hop on.
I'm going to impose a choice. This is what I'm referring to affectionately as an action event. Do we run down the hall or do we hide in the side room?
Good point. I would like to run deeper into the mountain.
The question is, can we block
Time
the...
for a unanimous group vote. I need you all to be on the same page for this decision because it will matter.
I
I
don't
don't
think
know how good sense of smell this thing is.
I don't think we can block anything off here. We don't have anything to block with.
Let's set up a decoy because you were in that room.
I don't know if we have time.
I use double team. I don't have double team.
This is a
Mirror image.
30-second make a decision kind of situation.
Half the hallway's
So the
already
decisions
blocked
are
off.
hide or run?
Well, I'll go back the way you came, but I mean, if you can think of an extra decision you all choose to do, then I'll allow that too. But the two decisions I can see you guys making in the amount of time you have to make your decision are either hide or run. Those are the only two decisions I can see you having enough time to make. Let's find out.
How much rubble is there?
Not much. This is very well rubbled from the collapse. It's all very small pebbles, but it is some, not nearly enough to block the tunnel.
Is it enough to bury us?
To bury you? I don't think you guys are equipped to survive being buried under stone. That is going to be painful.
We have gas masks that we bought.
Please don't.
That's not the point.
It's not a breathing thing. It's a having 2,000 pounds of stone on top of you thing.
Or through you.
But with Asmodeus' head.
Yeah, Asmodeus can survive it. He'll be fine, but he can't protect all of you from being crushed to death.
I don't want more rock death. I already did that.
I will say this. There is enough to hide behind. Do with that what
I
you
vote
will.
run. What do you guys vote?
I'm just gonna cover myself in the dust from the rubble that you made.
We all have to make the same decision.
It's going to have to be a unanimous decision.
Yeah.
Dazzle, you're the type.
I'm not getting in there, but I'm covering my scent a little bit. And rock rubble dust. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so we're doing the hiding effect.
What do you guys want to do?
I was gonna say,
I'm good with
Is there
I'm
anything
good
like
if you keep it
high up that looks like I can with my lightness scale the wall of the cave a little bit and
There's not that much height to the cave.
Okay.
You have maybe an 8-foot ceiling.
Okay.
I'm thinking run. Kendra's thinking potentially hide.
run.
Oh, you're also thinking run? Alright, Tazzle.
I mean, we can try running if you guys want to go back to to where.
Oh, no, I was talking about
go
deeper.
back to the crossroads.
Yeah.
That's where the thing is.
We were gonna go deeper.
Oh, okay, yeah, because it's coming up to. Okay, the crossroads. We went down. Okay, yeah, let's go. Let's go forward. Sprint. Sprint, yeah, that's not a great idea. But...
Alright, into the depths we go.
Covered in stone dust.
You run. Okay. It is time for what I call. Not what I call, it's what it is called. But what I would like to call for a skill event.
Oh, I knew it. These are the best and worst.
Skill events work like this. I'm about to present you with a very big fucking problem. A problem that fighting your way out of is not an option. What you're going to do is I'm gonna rotate around the table. You're going to tell me a skill that you are proficient with. You have to be proficient with the skill you want to try.
Oh, yeah.
And you're going to make a check using that skill and tell me how you use that skill to make the situation better. If you guys succeed in enough of these checks, you have won the event. If you fail too many of them before acquiring the required number of successes, consequences.
Okay.
Consequences.
One final caveat worth knowing. Once somebody has used a skill, that is off limits.
Right, use, okay. How many do we have to
So,
have?
like,
3,
if
4,
someone
or
has
whatever.
proficient in athletics, someone else can make an athletic shape?
Exactly. Unless you run out of appropriate skills.
Okay.
We are aiming for 4 successes.
Out of everybody.
Between all of you.
Okay.
As we rotate to the
I
room.
did that a while back. That was fun as
You have
shit.
4 successes or 3 failures.
Oh my god, this is my...
So 4 successes versus 3 failures?
Correct. We're going to rotate around the table. And whether you get to 4 successes or 3 failures first determines victory or defeat in this skill challenge. Are you ready? Do we understand the rules?
Can we assist? If, say,
Go
we
ahead.
have the same proficiency,
Only one of you can still use it.
Can
If
we
you use it
assist
first,
each
then I
other?
can't use it.
If one of you uses it first, that locks everybody else out of using it until they run out of other options.
So even if I have
but
like...
if someone is using that proficiency and someone else is proficient, can we assist in that proficiency check?
It's individual checks.
Yeah, I guess the idea is we're all just going in that direction, doing things on our own.
Is each of you panicked, working together, but using your most advanced skills to try and help everybody out?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. The challenge at hand. You guys hear the bellowing roar get closer as you decided to run. As you all group up to take off down the hall, you can look behind you, and maybe 100 feet behind you, taking up nearly the entire corridor, is a slack-jawed monster coming at you with hatred.
I knew it! I knew it was a Galele, dude! Look at it, Galele!
Oh yeah, okay, I haven't seen that one, but they're badass as fuck. I like their regular form.
Because it's a Mega Galele!
No, it's not. Oh man.
This
Well-
is the child of a Mega Galele!
As
I
the
wouldn't
creature
I
spots
know.
other living things in the tunnel, It lets out a bellowing, frigid roar that drops the temperature in the tunnel by a couple of degrees and begins moving towards you with vicious intent. Skill challenges to escape the goalie.
Okay.
First in the tournament, Jerry, tell me one of your proficient skills that you would like to try and how you are going to use it to help this situation.
Jerry's going to use animal handling. Jog forward a little bit and say, I found your child. He was wandering the tunnels. And release.
Jerry, you can't go towards him because you're scared. You can't go forward.
All right, well, then fine.
I mean, he can, but there might, I'm not going to say no. I'm not saying no to that, but
Okay. I stay put. I stay with the same dialogue. I found your child wandering the tunnels. Here you go, and I release him from the Pokeball.
I got your child.
you throw out.
Come get him, bitch.
No, I found.
Jerry,
What?
you sent him away.
Wait, what? You did, didn't you?
He's not on your person.
I did ask you very specifically if you kept Snora around or if you sent him away.
You sent him away.
Oh, you didn't keep him, huh?
No.
Shit.
Let me retry this actually.
You can
He actually wouldn't
encourage your
keep-
Pokemon to run faster. You can do other things. You don't have to talk to it.
Damn.
Animal handling, it's not inherently a bad idea, but I'm not actually certain that you do have the child anymore.
That is a smart idea.
I don't.
You don't have to try.
I don't.
It is. I want to be sure to credit you. That is a smart idea. I'm just not certain you have the facets to execute it.
Could you turn...
I can help you find the child.
This is a persuasion check or an animal handling check?
Animal handling.
An animal handling check. Okay, Jerry, with a 14, the creature bellows in response, unpersuaded.
Tazzle just throws a fucking Ultra Ball at it.
Does anyone have an Ultra Ball? That could be
do.
kind of cool.
Oh, you
It
don't
doesn't seem capable of being rational at the moment.
I do. I bought
The ass
one
you
Ultra Ball.
want. You don't actually know what he's looking for.
With that said, we rotate to Kendra. The creature gains on you as it seems to be moving faster in its rage. It is now only 60 feet away.
Are we just standing here or are we on the move?
Oh no, you guys are all moving. You guys are running as fast as you can, but it is now running faster than you're capable of running, and it has gained ground on you.
Oh shit.
I will make an investigation of the road ahead.
Investigation of the road ahead. Okay.
That's a good idea.
Okay, Kendra, you will, as you steel yourself to focus on what's ahead, as you guys are all running the best you can, you will find that up ahead there are two interesting geographies. There is another split in the road that offers two directions. One path veers off to the right and is about the same width as the current path. The second path, maybe a few hundred feet in front of you, much smaller. Will be a tight squeeze even for you humans.
You said that was right?
Right path maintains size, left path small, thin side branch.
I will tell them to go left because it's smaller and it might hinder him getting to us.
I consider that. Okay.
Cave system
Moving on.
areas scare the shit out of me.
As we continue to run and make another 20 feet or so of progress, Tazzle, which of your skills would you like to try, and how would you like to try to make this situation better?
I just reset my roll 20. Hold on, +7. 20.
Got ourselves a 12. Tazzle, it is unfortunately not immediately obvious to you what might be usable as a obstacle for such a large, powerful creature. You see minor opportunities, small hanging rocks or low spots in the ceiling, but you don't identify anything that would be usable to slow the approach of the impending threat.
Damn. Alrighty.
Jerry, we rotate to you, sir. As to give an update to where everyone is at, we are at 1 success. 2 failures. The creature inches. He is now only 40 feet behind you guys, as you are now maybe 140 to 120 feet away from the safety point that Kendra identified. Jerry, you are up.
Jerry will use a stealth check to kick up dust so as to sort of muffle our silhouettes.
Okay, so you're okay. I'm trying to see how this is stealth. So you're justifying it as stealth based on concealing of movement.
Yes.
That is a stretch, but it is an acceptable stretch. That one is a little stretchy, but you know what? As a proficiency in stealth is partially from the idea of knowing how to conceal your tracks, kicking up a dust cloud behind you to make it harder to follow your movements. Sure. Using yourself and Asmodeus's feet and otherwise arms or whatever Asmodeus can reach the ground with as a ground type, he has a lot more access to it than most other creatures would. You kick up a reasonable cloud of sooty, snowy ash behind you. And the creature's gigantic eyes and open mouth are very unhappy about this, as you can see him sort of fall back a couple of feet, giving you a little bit more breathing room. Kendra, it comes to you now. We're on 2 successes, 2 failures.
Okay. I forgot how to do this.
What would you like to do?
Kind of strength. I was basically going to use athletics to
What?
help us run easier, basically.
How?
So what I'm thinking is I'm going to hold on to them, kind of sprint forward a little forward of the guys, and kind of guide them with my athletics. Like if one of them
Okay, so I have thoughts.
I can assist and fling them up.
I can see the thought process here. You're trying to be faster than them and therefore drag them ahead. I have an alternative solution that I will propose. You can do this one if you want. I have a way that I think that makes more sense that I will propose if you would like to try it. Otherwise, we can go with yours. My way of making more sense of this is you trying to get out in front of them, using your athletics to find the surest footpath to ensure that nobody has an oopsie on the way to safety.
Sure, that works.
Otherwise, we can attempt the... Okay, so it's 27 is a great fucking roll. Which method do you prefer? Do you prefer dragging them, or did you prefer using your own athletics to find the safest path forward to make sure everybody gets
yours sounds smarter than mine.
Okay. With a 27 in your athletics, Kendra, you are going to identify that there was at least 2 spots coming up that would have been easy to trip. In a frantic motion, there are lips in the ground where the elevation changes suddenly, and there is at least one crack where a foot could get stuck if it was not made aware. Even in well-lit, in the frantic run, you're able to get a couple feet out ahead of the boys, moving faster than you would normally be moving through a great show of athleticism, and show them where not to step by example, so that they do not have to be focused on anything but survival at the moment. And this is where we rotate to Tazzle.
As just your fucking perception, because that's your highest stat, bro.
Oh,
What's he gonna do with it?
Back it down.
I'm gonna use survival for surviving. That's what it is.
So Tazzle,
You can't use
we're up to
survival.
you.
It's already been used.
Tazzle, this is what we call the make or break. You have 3 successes, 2 failures.
Oh, survival was
Your
used.
success on this skill check. I don't think survival was used.
Stealth was used.
Stealth was used. Your success or failure on this will determine whether or not you guys succeed or if there are consequences.
Okay, so she found the best way to get out of here. That was the last thing.
We have so far slowed him down enough that you have enough breathing room to get to safety. Yeah, so there's enough room between you for all of you to squeeze into the safety zone. You have identified the safety zone, and you have identified what would have been pitfalls that slowed somebody down enough that they got caught. So what you need now is one of 2 things. Slow him down more, or get people to safety. This is the goal you guys have worked your way toward.
I'll just use perception for the best way to navigate this thing, I guess. Well, that's not the same as what she did for investigation, right?
Her investigation was to look for anything that could be potential safety, and she found it. You're using your perception to try and identify the best route to that place. So it's a bit like what she did with athletics.
Yeah, this will be like.
So Kendra has kind of already identified the walking path for you with her athleticism. You guys are just going to follow in her footsteps, and everyone will make it there.
You can always look up at the ceiling. You might put stuff up there.
Yeah, I mean, she found the best footpath, but I guess I can use perception to make sure that it's safe the whole way. If there's anything that, it might be able to affect us along the way that she didn't notice. She found what would be a good stable footpath, but there could be something above us or to the side or something that might fuck us up.
Absolutely. Identify any remaining dangers. Sure, use your perception to identify any remaining dangers before you guys can squeeze to safety.
Because your footing could be good, but something else could be there.
Okay, Tazlon, with your resounding roll there, you will find his expertise with level 8. He's a level 8 with expertise now, so yeah, this happens.
This is
9, yeah.
You wait if you ever if you ever had a rogue in 5e, they end up doing this on like 6 different skills.
It's insane, yeah. Dagger.
I want to do that someday. It's just...
Well,
That's why the affectionate name for a rogue is a skill monkey.
Yeah. I mean,
Skill
Rangers
monkey.
technically do something similar to that. Rangers are pretty good with things like
Rangers only have a couple skills they can ever get that in. Fucking rogues can do whatever skill they want.
that. OP.
Yeah, that's the skill monkey. Tazzle, with your massive perception, what you will find is there was one final hurdle that was not obvious. And that is that just before the crack that you all are trying to squeeze into to avoid being chomped, there was a particularly nasty rock formation from the ceiling. And as you pay close attention to this, as you guys are running, you find that it is a relatively innocuous, if not relatively annoyingly in the way, Geodude hanging from the ceiling.
I was thinking of that too. I was like, I want to throw a Geodude at him. Who wants to tap it along the way?
His arm is kind of swinging in the way. Like, it'd be easy to miss since it's not always in the way. It's kind of swinging back and forth. There's a good chance that somebody could have gotten conked on the way in.
We just punt the Geodude explosively towards the fucking...
Yeah, I was thinking of that. Too bad Shock Rocks isn't around as this fully evolved form. They launched Geodudes in their description. In their electric
Yeah, the fully evolved
The
version.
grapplers.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no, the
golem,
golems.
the golem version does.
Puts Geodude in its like
Uh,
electrical blaster, fucking fires him like a catapult.
This bitch.
So,
Yeah.
as the creature is nipping at your heels, the three of you and your Pokemon are able to single file squeeze into this sidebar. You watch this creature soar up and smash its head against the wall of the cavern as that spike almost makes its way into Tazzle. And there's these large, gnashing jaws. You hear the sound of stone teeth clanking together as the Geodude is nearly eviscerated by this creature, tearing it to shreds.
I was gonna say, with my perception, I was gonna say, could I speak with the animals and be like, Geodude, get out of the way, look out. But never mind.
The creature
This
is
good.
this massive, angry jaw is chomping at the entrance. You can feel this creature's breath chilling the tunnel as the temperature drops rapidly. It scowls inward at the three of you, not seeing an easy way to get to any of you. It flies off down the tunnel.
Jeez.
That is the end of our skill check.
It's funny, Tazzle just like boops it with his Ultra Ball. Son of a bitch!
We made it.
Somehow.
As you are all huddled, single file, into this crack in the wall, and the creature departs, there's a breath of relief. You came very close.
God. What was our success failure rate? We had what, like 3 failures?
Your check was the determining factor between success or failure.
Oh God.
That's why I was screaming at you. Do your high spike and check it.
God. Don't you have a grappler, Kendra?
No,
Oh no, you never got one.
I had a Rhyhorn,
Oh yeah.
but I now did my trick.
Had.
Grapplers are cool. Had a Rhyhorn? Oh, you gave it away. Or traded it?
No, I fused it
Oh, that's right. You smashed
Yeah.
it together.
with my Turtwig.
Smashed it with a Turtwig, yeah.
That's right. Holy fuck.
Smash that like button. Alright, moving on.
Yep. Smash that like button. Ring that
That's
bell.
for all you listeners at home watching this video. Go ahead and smash that like button.
Smash that like button. Ring that bell.
Yeah, all none of you. Moving.
For unknown post times, but it'll be there.
Boy.
I have our last
Anyway.
Halloween one to be posted. I have it exported. I just gotta post it up.
Fair enough. All right. We are, for the moment, stable. Somewhat safe. With that said, back to the top of the tournament, Jerry. Now that the fear has subsided, how are you feeling?
Like, I've definitely made a mistake grabbing the child. And, like, I still need more metal. Arcana check. Back to tapping.
You find the signal to be growing weaker. Evidence that you have already found the mother lode.
I feel like I'm being punished for something here.
Why?
Yes, I have made a mistake. I understand that.
I'm not saying it was like, you don't even know that what he's angry about is you stealing the child.
Oh, yeah, good point.
No, you got a good catch. Just think of that. You're good.
But think about that. You could have your own one of those fucking things someday.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Galil's look so fucking cool.
Lilies are great.
So does Frol.
Their coolness factor has always outstretched their actual power level.
Oh yeah.
Actually, Jerry is gonna fall to his knees real quick and send a prayer
Oh.
of thanks to Dad.
You can't. We're stuck in a Fucking crevice.
You can pray anywhere, dear.
He does his best to kneel down and deliver a prayer and thanks for surviving that bullshit, for extending my life.
Natural 20. It's gonna be worth
Yo, that's just like, fuck you talking about. I thought that was funny.
Stop stealing babies. You won't need one.
A prayer focused on the thanks for your life being allowed to be extended is one that resonates well with your particular god.
Oh, this is good. Thank you.
Yeah, ice or ice ghost. This is kind of cool for you too, actually.
Andrew just slowly looks at Jerry and says, "Why do I feel like this is your fault?"
Because you don't like me and you blame me for everything.
I do like you, Jerry. I find you hilarious, actually. You just are a bit much sometimes.
I'm a bit much. You're literally on fire. Fuck off.
You're a little much for me.
Andrew looks down at herself. What are you talking about? I'm not on fire at all.
You're a liar.
Roll a perception check.
Oh.
What did you do?
Roll a perception check.
Why are we having her make a perception check?
To see if she sees me trying to light a match underneath her foot.
Oh my god.
Kendra, you're vividly aware. You're vividly aware as you watch Jerry pull out a wooden match and strike it right under your boot as he's holding it to the sole of your boot, trying to catch it on fire.
The new one, by the way, that you just
I was
put
gonna take control of that fire and have it go all the way down to the match and burn his fingers.
Oh, she can do that.
Jerry will drop it.
That
and then
seems
walk
like
out.
an advancement on your ability for pyrokinesis.
Do you need me to roll an Arcana check?
I both need you to roll an Arcana check, and this is going to cost you some mana.
Not bad.
Okay. 14. For 2 points of mana, you expound upon the speed at which the match burns, allowing the fire to quickly consume the wooden rod supporting it. Jerry, as you get this moment of like having to drop the match, it's like, that was not supposed to burn that quickly. In exchange, Kendra, you have a small but noticeable melted spot on the sole of your boot.
Her brand new one, by the way.
My brand new boots!
Boots with the fur in the whole world looking at her.
Jesus Christ.
She hit the floor, low, low. You ruined it.
Everybody here is lucky to be alive.
Yeah.
I like to imagine just our characters just breaking out into song and dance in the middle of this crevasse.
Stop it.
I
before it
It's
a
comes
great-
back.
a great day to be me.
Or if there's
It
something
knows
else
where we
in-
are!
Or if there's something else in here.
I thought I was planning anything.
What do you think that thing's eating to get like that?
I'm fucking up.
Ice.
Yes.
Ice baby.
I swear to God, there's going to be psychic damage going around.
I was like, I'm
You just
gonna
see
die
a
in this
bard. You just see a bard going by. It was you!
Ay, ay, ay. So, Jerry, you're first in the turn order. Safety has been temporarily purchased.
place. Purchased it.
What are you going to do with it?
Well, I already looked for more metal. It's not here. Into the depths we go.
It's there, but you'd have to go farther back to get to the closest node.
Yeah, you see, it
Oh.
was here. We can go back. Let's go back.
Yeah, okay, let's go back. Let's go. Let's get some more.
What you discovered was that the mother lode was that room.
Ow.
Alright, All right,
I was
now
hoping for something a little beefier than iron.
and it continued, right? It went the opposite direction where we're going.
It
Yeah.
continued farther down the tunnel. Yeah.
Okay, so let's head back to
Well,
where
let's,
your mining is.
let's keep on ting-ting-tinging.
Can we go stealth?
Ring ting ting a ling ting ting ting.
Yeah,
we
go
do,
passive
can
without
we
a
do
trace
this
on us,
group
please.
stealth?
You know, baby. For me,
Stealth check it.
Well, that's the one I got in the first place. I just never finished it.
Oh.
I got 2 more.
Just
that's
crush
fucking
the little ones.
adorable of you.
Can't promise I will, but I'm gonna try.
Thank
It's
you.
gonna take me a while.
I appreciate that. Okay. Where are we at? Jerry, you have said a small prayer, checked for additional iron, found that you will have to go back the way you intended to go. Kendra, so actually, Kendra, Jerry, are you going to try and squeeze out and head back up the tunnel?
I requested a group stealth check.
I rolled a 19 on it.
That was a stealth check, huh? Okay. Well, question: if you're going to do a stealth check, are you going to include your Pokemon or put them away?
So I'm gonna put fireballs away.
I'll put Asmodeus away for the moment.
Okay, so I have so far. Was that a 14 for you, Kendra?
No, I haven't rolled yet.
Okay. Well, so far I only have a stealth check from Jerry. So at the moment I need one from Tazl, Kendra, and him first.
I did earlier, but I fucking.
I don't know about you. I'm feeling 22.
Son of a motherless whore. There we go. Jump.
Gotta make a bard character.
God fucking damn it! I dropped my pencil again. Tazl, are you putting away head first, or is he part of the stealth check?
Oh god. I guess I can put him away. Yeah, I'll put him away.
All right then. Then our collective total can be summed. Let's see here. Okay. With the collective number established, you guys take your best shot at sneaking back up the tunnel, walking quietly as you can, knowing the terrain and what is coming. You're able to quietly and carefully get back to the hole in the wall that this chase originated from. What is the plan?
Correct. Oh shit, you broke off earlier.
Let's go. Yeah. Asmodeus will come back out for it, and we will continue to mine.
No, that's not what I said. I said collect the shit that you broke off earlier. And let's go.
I never dropped it.
Yeah, he already had the shit that he collected earlier.
Yeah, I'm just grabbing more.
Little Gemini guy?
The Gemini?
The Gemini guy?
Oh, you mean Gizmo?
I guess that's his name. The one that he can help us find stuff, maybe? Because he's pretty,
Civilized?
Gemmy? Yeah, Gemini.
Like
That's what I
Gizmo?
would name him, Gemini.
No.
Yes. But it reminds me of the old
Gizmo is
game,
actually-
Jet Force Gemini. Cool ass fucking game. Love it. The fact, like halfway through the game, you can become becomes a 2-player game when you get your little robot assistant. Thought that was kind of interesting. Yeah, Jet Force Gemini. Loved it.
I will
It's made by Rare, actually. Rare did like Sea of Thieves and shit.
I will check that out at some point. I have to ask the question again because I have lost the train. Jerry has decided to continue to try and dig out more ore, making as much noise as that does make.
I was gonna say, no, I will not allow this.
So then we have a confrontation of motive. And the question becomes, how do we want to break this confrontation of motive?
How much time do you have right now?
Not enough. I have one ingot. I'm gonna keep mining.
You have one ingot's worth?
Yes.
How are you gonna carry it?
In my beard.
You can't, your beard's full.
By hand. I had 2 hands.
I'm gonna grapple
We
Jerry.
come upon the following decision. With all of the noise that comes with digging ore off of the wall, are the two of you going to stay with Jerry or leave him to his...
Well, I grappled Jerry.
I'll go with Jerry. However this turns out.
Go with Jerry as just you staying there waiting for him to dig.
If you're gonna go with me, then you need to help me in this. Fight Kendra.
Don't you dare.
Do it.
I already have you.
Whacker.
So Kendra, let me see. Kendra, was this a contested strength check that I saw here? A grappling check? Was this a 24 versus an 18 grapple?
I grappled him before he could start moving.
So at the moment, Tazzle, what you're going to have to interject into is Kendra avidly fighting against Jerry, holding his ability to swing a pickaxe. Though he is fighting it effectively. It is now up to Tazzle to determine how to interject into the situation. At the moment, Jerry is unable to swing his pickaxe. I'll say at the moment.
Because she's holding them.
She's holding him back. Yeah.
So why don't we want to let him mine?
Because mining is very loud, Tazzle. We'll just bring that thing back here. So we get out while we can. You have enough for one ingot. You can not really carry much else. And you're gonna need your arm strength to fucking climb up this mountain.
Well, I mean, I could try to just use my wings and just fly up there.
We have multiple ways of doing this.
I'm just being a bum.
You're not helping!
Tazzle, you pledged your allegiance to me before this battle began. Fulfill your oath.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Excuse you?
I don't remember the last time it went against Kendra in this situation.
What's it gonna be, Tazzle?
How can you sense how deep this ore is? Does he have to go far? Is it like gonna take like
literally on the surface?
All right.
It's directly visible. The question is not can he find it. The question is he willing? Are you willing to allow him to mine it? Because that will completely undo every bit of stealth you guys have done.
You will come back.
Can is there? I don't know how strong it's gonna be. I mean, it's probably gonna be not really make a difference. But is there anything Head First could do to help loosen it up?
You're just gonna make more noise.
Head First is capable of acting like a pickaxe and smashing into rock, hoping to break it.
Wait.
You're both gonna get us killed.
I know this is kind of questionable.
No shit. If you die, I blame you two fuckers.
What the hell's he got? He's got. Could use.
I'm asking for another contested strength check now because it has been too long. Kendra and Jerry, see who's breaking out of this contest. Kendra, do you continue to hold him down? Okay, Kendra is still holding Jerry down.
Okay.
I'm gonna start dragging him towards the door.
That's going to be its own ability. At the moment, you've rolled it has the strength to grapple his arms. Dragging him out is its own check.
What do you want? Another strength?
It's the same thing, yeah. It's an additional layer of overcoming his strength.
In doing that, I get to do a roll of opportunity to break free first.
No, you can't do that. That's not how that works.
So this is gonna sound kind of very...
Okay, so I start dragging you towards the door.
This is gonna be kind of a far reach for this just a general idea. Could I do like a loud enough gust where it would like towards us or muffle the sound? And I say muffle the sound, but maybe not allow it to travel as much or as loud. You know what I mean? Like down the cave mouth. So
You will have simply traded the sound of it for the sound of loud gusts of wind. I mean, so I'm going to say yes and no. Okay. So the way that would work, you could muffle a sound, but you would have to do it every swing of the pickaxe.
Right. That's why I was hoping if there would be two people, at least two people,
and there'd be the same issue.
Time, and I could try to have
you'd be out of mana again.
Headbutt it, and everyone can attempt one big attack or two maximum, and I'll spend the mana for it.
I'm dragging Jerry towards the door, so
you're very slowly losing ground on the wall.
And I'll just kind of tell them as they're pulling each other away.
You were putting up an admirable fight, and under many circumstances, you would be stronger than Kendra, according to statistics. But at the moment,
you to live, old man.
In the effort of trying to swing at the wall, you are being thwarted.
Well, another contested strength check. I'm trying to break free.
Taz will tell them while they're arguing and pulling each other around. He'll just bring that up. Maybe I can try this, and blah blah blah.
Hunter,
yeah.
I'm making a kind of check.
What?
Torch the pickaxe.
And then headfirst can also try to ram it too, to try to break it off, like all within like a.
Are you trying to torch it, like just burn it, or are you trying to melt his pickaxe?
It has a wood handle.
Okay. Maybe. But that's going to be its whole own layer of interesting. So even the wood handle, I mean, you could burn the outside of it, but what you're saying is you're attempting to immolate it so that it's unusable.
Ah. His prized possession.
No,
if you've tried to make them, I like cookies, but I'm not super in need of cookies.
Okay, so I'm not dragging you anymore.
I still have more cookies. But I will eat cookies if you make them.
I didn't mean to roll that, sorry.
Oh shit, I have another point of mana.
So
I forgot to update.
When we get to the point of where you're at, Kendra, this is where I have to involve, above the table, I have to involve Josh and ask if he is willing to pursue this line of thinking because it will result in the destruction of something you own.
I am not. I think this is ridiculous, but if it's going to come to that, then it's going to come to me just killing Kendra. So
I'm going to say I don't want to pursue a line of thinking where we arbitrarily destroy each other's stuff. So I'm going to say, Kendra, you don't find it within your capability to entirely atrophy his pickaxe.
Oh, I wasn't going to try that anyway, because I knew Jerry was going to be very upset.
Scorch the handle, make him drop it, perhaps. But entirely destroy it. No.
Could she heat up the rock? That's like a thing, but could she maybe, in some way, shape, or form, heat it up, make it a little easier for one big attack? Maybe like the check
if
would be
I were
easier.
to do that, I would have to make it molten.
Yeah, I know, that's why I questioned it. But how many pickaxes do we have? Which one?
At the moment, Jerry's pickaxe is the only one that we have access to.
Okay, I never kept that other one from a while back. I think I left it. Yeah.
I have my adventure's pack.
So, I can use the gust. Jerry could swing. Head first, I could try to use headbutt or something, or I don't know. what is this other thing? Fucking Rock Smash or something? No, Smackdown. Rock Smash would be nice.
Smackdown is throwing rocks. Yeah, so it's not going to work for this.
But I mean, heck, you try to, depending on how it is, you could try to headbutt a piece of it. And I'll try to use the gust for that time in between, see if it works. I'd forgotten, I just added another thing of mana because it was, since I leveled, I never added my extra mana, so I have more mana now. By 1.
So it's going down at the moment.
So that's my thought. If you guys think we should walk away or not.
I say we walk away. We just lost the giant fucker. Why would we want to gain his attention again? This is stupid.
Stone.
He has enough for 1 ingot. You can make something out of that. Let's go.
Alright, we can head out.
What if it's a Thunderstone? Or a
Not
Dawnstone?
Not impossible.
Or a Firestone? Whatever you call it. I don't know. Emberstone? I
Roll
forget.
persuasion.
Very hard to be convincing here.
Chelsea is like, what if it's this?
Harry said he only scented iron deposit.
I stubbed my toe, son of a whore.
Why? How would you do that to me?
Jerry, can't you turn into steel?
No, I didn't take that
Oh no,
power.
you didn't take the fucking, yeah, you took the, that's right. I always forget that. I'm
thought
thinking
you
like
could
this
morph
is the
into
other
steel.
game. I'm like, hey, he's turning
No,
steel, but
that was one of the options. I chose experience for metallurgy.
But that's also, yeah, that's why you need to do the mining so you can make your stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I don't
It's
really have
alright,
anything.
we can head out.
We'll come back or something another time. I didn't bring the Pokemon that the Nickelback's down and out, so. Because I don't think they don't get revived from fainting from long rests.
That's correct.
So yeah.
So the consensus is that we are departing for the time being.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right then. We're departing to where? We're headed back to the what's it called? Back to the crossroads, or are we headed back out of the cave the way we came in? Where do we want to go?
What's the entrance to the cave?
I tried to stay in between you guys.
We could go up. You don't know what is up. There, you might find more metal stuff up there.
I was sensing it deeper in the mountain, but we can go up.
You would like to go up the upward path that the creature was originally occupying? Is that what I'm understanding?
Yep.
Okay then. So be it. Asmodeus trots on behind everybody. We follow the pack, as it were, head first, trotting along behind you with the thump of his little feet. After some time of walking, you make your way up to where Kendra originally spotted this big ice ball, and you can see where it must have been sleeping over the night, as well as the area where it must have originally had a bit of a problem, as there's this divot in the stone floor surrounded by ice in a sort of conical fashion, as if something had burst and frozen the area around it. Outside of that, there is not a ton of interest, save for the fact that Jerry, with your metal sense still active, you can feel not necessarily nearby, but perhaps far deep below you, were you to find a way down there from where you're standing now. There is something quite valuable, more so than iron.
Alrighty.
A note for later, perhaps? Another adventure, another side quest? For the time being, though, as you progress up this tunnel, you will find a slow, curving path off to the right and upward. And if there are no other thought processes, we will follow this tunnel to its end. Eventually, you start to see daylight break as you see an exit elsewhere out of the tunnel.
Sweet.
From everything that happened a moment ago, it is now the afternoon. Maybe around lunchtime. Peak daylight you're going to get. The snow today is more mild than it was yesterday, but snowing nonetheless. With that, Jerry, you are once again at the top of our turn order. Since we have just approached a new thing. What's Jerry thinking as we see daylight again? We find ourselves exiting.
I'm gonna roll a perception check, just looking for any movement.
Okay. There are definitely creatures in and about the area. You see snow shuffle and twist. You see boulders transition from the side of the mountain downward. You see grass piles flicker with life. Most interesting of all, at least I would say to your eyes, you spot what looks like a block of ice kind of hovering off the snow a little bit. And then a small black and white body protrudes as it stands up and it looks at you with this strange carved ice face. And you hear whack.
I hate these fucking things.
I don't even know what these things are. What the fuck?
It looks at you, observes your little party. As soon as it locks eyes with Firebolt, it runs down the little staircase and into a little cavern.
Do those things evolve into anything cool, or are they just weirdos?
I have no idea what that was. Is it quacking?
It's a fucking... It's the starter Pokemon, but with a fucking ice block on the side.
with that little ass hattery that you were able to see. Jerry, do you have any direction to give the group? Or do we ask Kendra what she thinks of the fact that there was just a myriad of quacking off in the distance?
Alright, what's going on?
I just sort of point out what I saw and relate to the group. Like, hey, there's an ice cube that's moving out there.
There's an ice cube over there.
Quack.
That's weird. But granted, this is snow, so who knows, I guess. Wait, is it still there?
No, it ran into a cavern.
We ran into the cavern. You hear it echoing through the cavern. That's freaking out.
Okay. Do you want to catch it? I don't know. What do you... What do you want?
We should pursue underground anymore. Let's I don't know. What do you guys think we should do?
I mean,
I have no idea.
I don't know what the fuck it is. Is it worth getting? I only have an Ultra Ball, so I don't know if I want to throw an Ultra Ball at that thing.
I mean, to be fair, is it part bird?
Well, it's quacking.
Looks like it has a bird body and is quacking.
The creature, one of the creatures, whether or not it's the same one or is it another, waddles up the stairs, does a little look around, sees Firebolt is still there.
Oh, there's a lot of them in there.
I don't want to throw an Ultra Ball at that.
I would not, my friend.
God damn it.
Well,
Son of a...
Jerry, would you like to lead the way?
No. I'm gonna pass this off to one of you. I've led the way for quite a while now.
Then it falls to the next in the turn order, which is Kendra for the day, to determine where we wish to go.
As soon as Kendra gets out of the tunnel, she moves up and around.
What are you doing?
I immediately look up and around.
Up and around. Up and around will tell you much of the same things. There is movement about. Middle of the day, things are in and around. Rocks shift, snow flutters, grass rustles.
But I see no wings in the sky.
What you see is that the storm is more intense than seems reasonable at the peak of the mountain compared to the light snow elsewhere.
Curious. Oh, part of me wants to go up there.
Let's do it. Yeah, it's darkened up there. Yeah, I was just thinking of that. Up here? Let's go up. Let's go. I'm horrified. But let's go.
Ooh, I don't know if we should.
Or we might find that godlike creature you noticed.
At that, Kendra will glare at you. And be like, we will not speak of this. Hunter, can I do an athletics check to go?
Why?
To go onto this ledge? I can stand on this ledge.
Climb up? You can certainly try, yeah. Go ahead.
Thank you. Dirty 20.
Though it appears she is going to fall several times, Kendra is able to scuttle up, grabbing a hold of icy or snowy rock piece by piece and clambering up to the nearest flat ledge.
Can I use one mana to create a path of rocks that are not slippery as I go?
You can use 1 mana per ledge.
Oh, that's fucking dirty. You bastard.
Your fire burst does not have 60-foot range.
So that's 2 ledges. How many ledges is that?
You didn't use any here, but if you're talking about trying to climb up here, is that what you're suggesting?
I have no idea. I haven't gotten that far yet.
Because if that's so, then that is 6 layers.
I'm gonna ball Firebolt and bring Soul out for a real cover.
Right then. Soul flutsing about in the snowy air. It's not terribly happy to be here. This is the opposite of where I want to be.
He'll probably see Tazzle go down to him and be like, "Hey, where's my woman?"
You get an angry...
Okay.
Hey!
You get not but an angry chirp. As the two firebirds canoodle away, now no longer listening to whatever it was that Kendra wanted from him.
So that'd be 5.
And then you watch his soul flutters away from you and goes to accost Tazzle.
Okay, yeah, I'll do it. I'm gonna go really. Do you want me to roll stealth?
I'm not going to ask you to roll it, and if you tell me what you want to do. I'm going to ask you to roll I'm going to ask you to roll a nearly impossible athletics check.
Fuck.
Was that
Okay,
your stealth or was that your athletics?
Yeah. That was my
Oh,
stealth.
stealth. Okay.
So I'm gonna like.
Is your intention to burn 6 mana and then athletics your way up this entire plateau?
Well, I was gonna. So basically, you see how the rocks are down here? You know how they were like covered in ice?
Here?
No. Like the ones I found earlier. These ones.
Let me see, where are you pinging? Oh, down there? Oh, yes, way over there. Yes.
You know how you said they were covered in ice and stuff?
Mm-hmm. Just from
They're
being
slippery.
close to the elements, yes.
I basically want to do that as I go up the cliff.
You just want to free your handholds of snow and ice. So, again, I will need
easier for grapples.
1 mana per tier that you want to climb.
Do you want me to do athletics as I go up by tier?
I will still need athletics, but it will be made simpler by the fact that it is not icy. Unfortunately,
I go up a few and slide right back.
and you're only going to lose 3 mana as you make your way about halfway up. Before, in the effort to free one of your hands to create another burst of heat, one of your appendages comes loose by the gripping snow, landing everywhere you've already been. And the two of you from down where you are watching Kendra scale up the side of this mountain like a goat, you'll see her take a nasty tumble. Kendra is going to result in you taking 6 bludgeoning damage and landing in the snow on this ledge.
I just feel like there's something wrong. I'm just gonna try again. Except I'm going to. Pretty sure I have a
Tassel, do you want to do anything while you watch her take this tumble? Do you want to do anything down here?
I don't know. We're letting the birds hang out. They're having their time. I guess I can search around. I mean, we have the cave here. We see the ducks going in. The ice heads, ice skulls, whatever. Yeah, right. She's having a hard time. I don't think this.
Oh, fuck! I poked my fucking self.
I don't notice anything else interesting Pokemon related around here, though.
There are several interesting movements, but nothing as obvious and outward as the wink. You can choose to look deeper into the shifting grass, the rolling stones, or the flutters in the snow.
We'll do the grasses.
With 18 on your investigation into the nearby grass, which is just up a small... Well, do you want to investigate the grass that's up this ledge, or do you want to come over here by the penguins?
We'll do the ledge.
Okay. Looking into the ledge, you are going to find the following interest. Every now and then a piece of the grass will flutter and you'll watch something shift. And as you approach closer, that shifting becomes a little bit more suspicious, as whatever's in there is very apparently paying attention to you getting closer.
But I can't tell what it is yet. I guess I could try tossing a little bit of bug jerky out there. Like a little bit in front of me, see if it comes out.
Bug jerky is so funny for what is about to reveal itself. Tazzle, you are
Fucking Butterfree.
kind of surprised for a moment as a tiny little creature, maybe only a foot in length at most as its longest dimension, inches out of the grass and grabs a hold of your bait as you're now staring down this little caterpillar worm thing.
Oh! So cute.
As its little butt face pulls in your bait.
I feel like I'm in a carbon animation. Oh my god. So cute.
It looks up at you and goes, "No."
Oh, you liked it. Holy shit.
No.
You hate it. Do you want more? I'll give him another one. I'll hold my
No.
hand out so that way I can bite it.
There is this nasty, cold slime over your hand as the creature's little butt mouth starts working its way.
That's fucking adorable.
No.
I love this Pokemon.
Anybody got a regular Pokeball? Because I'm, as much as I want this, I'm not using an Ultra Ball.
Andrew's not in range to answer that question. So, Jared, do you have a regular Pokeball that you're willing to give Tazzle?
So cute.
Yes, I do, in fact. Tazzle, do you want my last Pokeball?
No.
Your last one? Oh god. I mean, I can attempt.
Take it.
I'll hopefully. Alright, I'll take it.
No.
I'll try to feed it some more, try to get as. Make it as happy as possible before attempting to
Snom.
boop it without attacking it.
Okay. So you're gonna bond with this little worm.
this don't even-
so you can...
Yeah.
Snom. Jesus, Crinkle.
Who's eating bugles?
I'm looking through my Fairy Potter's bag.
They're either Cheez-Its or Goldfish.
Goldfish.
You're wrong. I was going through my Mary Poppins bag looking for candy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's worse.
I have Reese's Cups, bitch.
You have a problem.
No, I don't.
Jerry, you hand over a Pokeball to help Tazzle potentially catch this thing. Yes. Oh, cool. So Kendra, while they are bonding with a Snom, you recover from your tumble and you wish to climb again?
Yes, except first, I'm gonna roll an investigation check before, or like as I climb, quote unquote. To help me climb.
What are you? I'm confused. What are you trying to do?
Like roll an investigation check as I climb. Looking for any loose-looking rocks, so that way, I don't
Okay.
Do the thing that I just did.
Okay. So you give a good, thorough investigation of the path you intend to take to get as much information on it as you can, and then you attempt
Motherfucker! Okay.
Yeah. This time, with your thorough investigation, you make it. Plus, with your are you continuing to thaw? Because you're going to have to use some more mana because you made it farther than you did last time.
Yeah, I'll continue to thaw.
Okay, you make it up 5 rungs this time, so 2 more mana. And just as you get to the last rung, in a seemingly unnatural force, a freezing wind blows one of your hands free, and you once
Are you
again...
serious?
17 was not enough to scale the entire way safely.
For fuck's sake.
You tumble down once again. This time, from the height you fell, taking 3d4 bludgeoning damage. As you take 8 bludgeoning damage, and there's a resounding thud as you use up whatever cushion the snow is worth and land on the rock face below.
Oh!
As you're recovering the wind in your lungs, you can see the boys huddled around some little, what seems to be from this angle, ball of ice. I have a tragic and evil thing that is going to happen now. Tazzle and Kendra, I need both of you to make an animal handling check.
No.
Animal handling. Come on, give me something. Oh my god.
17 and 19. Okay. The 2 birds work noodling, hear the sounds of the snow, and you see this little thing begin shaking as if it's cold as the 2 birds perch on either side of it.
Oh, God.
Oh, crap.
They could lick their lips, they would be doing so, as an ice bug is the perfect prey.
Oh shit, and fire too. Oh god.
I'm
You
gonna
have
recall
2
Soul just to be a bitch.
Firebirds looking down the barrel of an ice bug. Alright, you recall Soul to their Pokeball. Fantastic. As you see Tinder eyeing up your new friend. Oh, you've done a good job. You've fattened it for me. Fantastic. It'll be even more juicy now.
That's exactly what she says. I'll try to toss her. I don't even know. I'll toss her bug jerky, but she's not gonna give a fuck.
She seems uninterested in your freeze-dried jerky when the fresh thing is right before.
It does the thing where it like hits her in the face, but she doesn't blink or anything. It just like flies off. She's like, "Bitch, I want that."
She hop. She does a little bird hop closer.
Oh no! I guess I'll attempt to boop the snoot on this the baby. I'm just like, oh no!
No. Boop
I mean, I
the
hope I
snoot.
did
Make an
enough,
animal
else I
handling
should
check.
keep
Yeah.
going.
Make an animal handling check with your Pokeball to catch
God.
the snow.
Either way, I'll buy you something, Jerry. These fucking rolls have not been great today.
It's a little ice bug. It's a little ice caterpillar. What?
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll do it.
Thank God it was above 10.
Maybe. All right. Well, and in addition to another addition to the families today, you have caught a level 3 snow.
Tinder just goes, oh! How dare you?
Tinder watches this creature get evaporated into the Pokeball and looks at you with utter betrayal.
Oh.
Why would you do this to me? Soul, I pop Soul back out. He's like, what? What happened? Where'd the food go?
She does like the head turn.
You.
Bitch.
He looks back at Kendra and he just goes, "Bitch."
You get an angry but not directly malicious peck just to the side of your neck, like whack. Fuck you.
The tweeting is like Chloe barking at me, but it's just tweets galore.
That's hilarious.
Pecks and tweets.
So the two birds are just pissed. They're like, well, fuck me, I guess.
-1 to our loyalty. They can go
There are
find something if they want.
sacrifices and all things.
Alright. I think it's called the snow, right? Or something like that. What is it? What do they call them? SNO.
SNOM. 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 Here,
Hunter, I have rope.
Level 3.
No.
So I'm going to ask Soul to. I'll like tie like a noose type thing, and I'll ask him to put it around, hopefully, like a rock, or something sturdy, like on this last lip here, if I can see one.
There isn't an obvious place to hook it to, but Soul might be able to find one.
God damn it! Because I want to go up there, but I want to be sneaky-ish.
Oh yes, having the glowing firebird in the middle of the snowstorm will easily accomplish sneaky.
Fuck off! He's better than Firebolt, okay?
Okay, so I'm gonna need an animal handling check from you to relay your directions to Soul.
There's no fucking day I would do what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. God damn it!
Soul grabs a hold of your little rope, flies up like 10 feet, and hooks it to a little ledge he finds.
I mean, at least that will help get me up to 10 feet. I'll pull on the rope, see if it's sturdy.
It breaks free under minimal pressure.
God damn it. I fucking knew it. Bastard. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna take out my... What do I have? I think I can try. I'm gonna take out my dragon fang. No, I'm gonna take out my pickaxe.
You don't. What?
Gonna take out my little ice pickaxe.
Okay. I got something. Thank you. You got an ice pick. Okay. Ice pick makes sense. You don't have a fucking pickaxe.
My ice pick. My ice pickaxe. That's what it's called in my inventory.
Yeah, your ice pick from your climbing gear. Okay. And what is the plan?
To have it as just me and climbing.
Okay.
Make my life easier.
You have now an assisted athletics check. At this point, between the melted handholds and the ice pick, make me an athletics check at advantage.
Okay, that will do.
With a 25,
So
Kendra
we'll probably just fuck off.
is able to climb up to the top of this six rung system. What you
I just
see,
want to peek over, just like peeky.
what you see, Kendra. And actually, now you're gonna have to force me to make a roll here. All right, we got ourselves a +2. We'll find out.
He asked me to flick you earlier.
Oh.
Oh.
Why'd you flick me for? Okay.
I hope
Whatever
that's good.
Whatever it is remains.
For me to hurt my husband, okay? So I just gave him a gentle flick.
Yeah, but you still took her side. You flicked me at all.
So
That
like
was
a
from earlier.
it's like a middle ground.
There's no middle ground here. There's only betrayal and loyalty, and you made a choice. All right, outside of me being dramatic to my wife, Kendra, you spot an enormous structure made of interwoven icicles, seemingly hand frozen by some creature, to form a sort of bowl, or what you might describe as a bird's nest. And there is an unmoving light blue shape recessed into this bowl.
Okay. There's nothing else like around it or anything that is concerning.
This plateau has mostly been cleared. It is very few rocks, very few, shall we say, aberrations in the terrain. It is mostly a 20 or 30 foot in every direction plateau around this nest, being the only point of interest up here. It seems to have been almost deliberately wiped clean. The only thing you find interesting is partially sticking out of the snow in a couple of places are these weird bumps that don't seem to make sense to you. They're like, what? That's not like a rock. And as the snow blows around from the force of the wind, you watch as one of them is uncovered and you see just this chunk of flesh torn from something and flash frozen by the conditions, sitting in the snow.
Hi.
I'm gonna whip my way down now. Seeing that nothing is in danger or concerning in regards to the creature, I will slowly work my way down. Before I do, though, I bow my head slightly and press my forehead to the rock face. Close my eyes, just give myself a second, say some things, lift my head again, and then work my way down. Just as a sign of respect.
And as you make your way down the side as safely as you can, I need Tazzle, Jerry, and Kendra all to make a perception check.
Alrighty.
Okay.
I don't see shit.
I see it.
You're like, what? You're like, but the penguins. No, you and Asmodeus are having a snowball fight. You're having a great time.
I was one away from seeing literally
Okay.
everything.
So, Tazzle, you're immediately distracted by the fact that the storm up where Kendra was just climbing immediately kicks into another gear. The swirling and the miles per hour on the wind become tripled, and the snow becomes a heavy, wet, slog away from the light powder that it was before.
Oh.
As there is a echoing screech not far.
Oh,
up the mountain.
Oh shit. Tail's gonna be like, what did you do? What did you find up there? What's going on? He's yelling to Kendra over there. Like,
As
what
well
is
as
she
you're
doing up
yelling
there?
at Kendra, who's trying to carefully climb down quickly. You see the storm sort of break as there's a gap. And Tazzle, you now, as a bird trainer, have this deep-seated sense of both terror, admiration, and just awe as you bear witness to a creature which you could have been led to believe doesn't actually exist.
Holy shit, fuck.
The source of the infinite snow is made clear to you as these blue puffed wings and feathery flowing tail skirt over top of you, seemingly having no interest in any of you at the moment, as whatever this creature is bursts down the mountain towards something.
Holy shit.
can I look in the direction that it went since I'm up this way?
Yeah, I mean, you can see, everyone can see where it went and flew to the east and downward.
I'll take my newfound Pokemons. And I'll run over here and be like, is that what you were talking about?
Kendra, as you, for the second time, slightly dumbfounded, make your way down the last descent, making your way back to Jerry and Tazzle. Jerry, you only got to see the tail end of that with your perception. You notice the bird only once it swoops directly over your head, and this enormous blue bird just swooshes past you.
Oh my god. Chloe, stop.
Jerry, much like a small stray dog, throws on a gas mask and just sort of huddles close to the ground, growling with a bayonet poised towards the sky.
Kendra will have at this point slid down the mountain, slowly approached Jerry, and kind of put a hand calmly on the bayonet and lowered it as she stares off towards the east.
Do you know what that is?
No.
No.
Kendra will slowly turn towards Tazzle with sad eyes. And then look back towards to the
So Tazzle obviously has the most intimate knowledge of what the fuck that thing was. But Kendra does have a considerable amount of knowledge secondary. So not type expert knowledge, but rather exposure to similar creatures or even perhaps the creature before. But Tazzle, obviously you with your specialty are the most blown away by what the fuck that was.
Yeah. I'll be like, oh, I wish I could have one of those. But it also would be an honor and feels disrespectful at the same time.
looking towards the east, Kendra will just in a whispery voice say, "You need to get off the mountain." And kind of just start walking.
Jazzles just looks so back to the east. He's like, maybe I'll get to talk to it someday.
Apparently, you know where
Do you
it
say
lives
that
now.
out loud?
He'll probably
Tazzle, do you say that out loud?
Probably. I'll have to they probably like whisper it to himself as he's looking away, but you'll have to perceive that one.
Yeah, see if you can. And we've got a 15 on the perception. I'm gonna say, Kendra, you're gonna hear not exactly what Tazo says, just you hear him mumble under his voice. Maybe.
Like, what parts of that do I hear, though? Because that's very important.
You pretty much just hear him say, huh, maybe.
Kendra will stop. And she'll turn around and kind of eye Tazo up and down, being like, it is not yours to claim.
Could be.
I would feel this. I feel the same way, but who are you to say?
This is also fair.
Again, Tazo used the Kendra go to speak, but kind of see it as like her throat kind of tightens a little bit, and she can't speak for a moment. She'll kind of clench her jaw, turn around, and continue walking. And as she continues walking, you hear her say, I am not at liberty to speak about it.
Jerry, do you have any input on this discussion about the concept of acquiring Big Bird?
Big Bird.
Jerry senses that his opinions would not be a good de-escalator on the situation and decides to stay silent.
You're just like, that'd be a lot of feathers.
I was waiting for to take it. Yeah, I can make a lot of epic weaponry with this.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for Jerry to say when he had his gun out earlier, or he was getting ready with his gas mask. Clark, stop.
So, folks, with that bit of fun over, anybody have any further ideas before we end for the day? Or shall we call it a good place?
I mean, the exit's right there. Do we just want to keep going until we reach the exit?
We can do that. Yeah, we can do it.
I agree.
It's up to Hunter. He's a DM.
I mean, I'd offer the opinion to whoever wants to offer it to me, honestly. If you guys want to say we'll end off in the
Little cave thingy.
little cave thing, then that's where we can end off.
If you guys want to go back in there.
No, I'm saying look north. The exit is right there.
Oh, that exit. Okay, yeah. You guys don't want to run in here with the quackies?
No.
Jared's like, I'm stupid, but that's too stupid.
I sent Jerry a particular future idea just to add some tension.
Oh no.
Oh, great. Let's see.
Oh, the weapons of some sort? Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah, that'll go great.
Oh no.
Kendra and Chazle, I know in the end of this, will not both be happy.
Yeah.
We'd be on the same page.
That would go-
Allison.
That would go over great for everyone.
Technically are in a way in the same thing, we just don't really know it yet, but
And we never heard from Jerry again.
Why is there only 2 of them now? Oh.
I don't know.
Well,
Jerry's ghost.
with that said, folks, is the plan to head off to the north and attempt to make your way onto the next route?
I mean, might as well. We're right here.
Get off
Are
this.
are we done on the mountain?
Yeah, might as well. Like, unless you guys want to look anywhere else, but I found this gnome.
No.
Which, Jerry, I'll get you something later.
I'm a little disappointed that nobody wants to catch a wank.
No.
Actually, let me see how much money. Okay.
Okay, then. We will progress forward as you make your way down this precarious set of stairs that lead downward, 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 and downward some more. Offward onto the next. Don't you start with me.
Jerry, do you want $50 now, or do you want me to just get something for you later?
We'll remember it later. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I need to change some things ahead of time here because now you guys are on the same route as the other group, so I have to GM layer them and all that jazz. After some amount of trial and tribulation and a bit of pathing, you make your way on to Route 216.
There we go.
What is happening?
I don't know.
I hear strange noises.
It's a mixer running in the background.
We made it!
Looking around 216, and that's where we're going to end for the day. Where we'll pick off next week. Thanks for coming today, everybody. If no one else has anything else for me, we are done.
Do you want to do the snow stuff or not? Slow you down.
Did I not roll all of your snow stuff? Let's roll the rest of your snow stuff.
Yeah, we just put the AC and stuff.
Okay. Let's shoot. You should. I mean, I gave you the link to the Pokemon, right? I put it in the thing, so you can go get the rest of his stats for the most part. You have a level 3 Schnom. A level 3 Schnom with the ability Ice Scales. This Pokemon has resistance to damage dealt by moves whose power uses Int, Wisdom, or Charisma.
Oh shit! Holy crap!
And then, so it's level 3 as a note for you. There. And then we'll get his nature and his gender. I keep saying his. Let's see here. Is it a boy or a girl? It happens to be a boy. In fact, so I've been saying that correctly, and then its nature is an 8. So if I pop over to my reference and I go to nature, you have yourself a clumsy man. Plus 2 dex, minus 2 wisdom.
Oh, that's actually, it's pretty good in general.
And with that, you have everything you need for snow. And we depart for the day. If no one else has anything else for me, I am going to head out. Any questions, comments, or concerns? No.
I think that's pretty good. That was a good time.
That was a good time.
Yeah, that was so much fun. Hunter, I know I already texted you this, but I legit gasped IRL.
Good. You have much to think about.
I have so much to think about.
You know the nest of the ice one. Now you gotta wonder where's the nest of the other 2. Uh-huh.
Stop spilling secrets!
What? Who's spilling secrets?
It's not really a secret. It's not really a secret that they're a trio. Most people are pretty well aware that they are a trio. Technically, there's a 4th one, but we'll get to that when we get to that.
That's a cool extra.
Technically, there's a 4th
Aye.
Are you just saying like a full word, or are you including Lugia?
No comment.
Interesting.
No comment. But an interaction with a legendary is always a fun time.